So special.
What you know about pressure?
Where you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low. When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
I will never fold. Bitch, I stand 10 toes when I walk through the door. Got a kid, I gotta raise, so I gotta get paid. Why you think a nigga really try to blow? Bitch, I got a lot of goals, I remain on go. Switch and change my flow, I guess you lanes don't know. See, the game goes slow, I think your pipe done broke. And that let a nigga know that you might just fold. But you forgot about the diamond, it's all about perfect time. Get your ass up, nigga, stop crying. Don't you ever be silent, it's not for the bias. If you living in the streets, then your choice was the vibe. Your excuse, I don't buy it. Nah, pimp, you cannot deny you're the heat, cause you're walking through the fire and the heat keep rising. You will never see a real G tire, cause I keep my eyes up to the highest.
When you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low. When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
What you know about pressure? Be strong, don't stress it. Move on to the next, cause the Lord gon' bless you. Every life battle is a lesson, and it ain't no question. The world get reckless, testing everything that you invest. Give it all to the man, he gon' send you that mess. If it's coming from the man upstairs, don't check. You don't ever gotta sweat, make sure that you read. It's a war out here, in the word it says. A lot of people so bad, the combination's dead. That's the goddamn reason that I stand for my fam. Cause a man gon' hand, stay lit, no can. I was blessed with a game from the man, no sound. Gotta know how to move, gotta scramble like Randall. Your third eye open, gotta watch for the scandal.
What you know about pressure? Where you from, and a nigga wanna take your life. When you got 2 strikes and you gotta look a judge in his eye. When the money gets low, kids hungry and you gotta get low. When the weight on your shoulders, you stand on your toes or you fold.
You can do all that big talking all you want to, pimp. But when that pressure hits you, how you gon' respond? Yeah, yeah. Pressure, yeah, yeah.
So special.
Global.
Y'all didn't believe in us when we was down, so don't come round when we didn't give it up, was down on luck. We focused up until we came up. Blessings, work for more than we'll ever need now. We got blessings, blessings.
I took it wasn't easy. A couple potholes, I prayed the Lord keep me. It's not a secret, I live up all the teaching. It's proof that the Lord will never leave. I truly believe it. Some people talk but they don't have faith. Them non-believers, they just living off of God's grace. In them dark days, make a coward wanna part ways. But they don't do what God says, they choose the hard way. But then they wonder why I'm so blessed. But they were satisfied when a nigga showed stress. Nevertheless, I hold a lot of weight up on my chest. I'm kinda glad that they left, cause they might make a mess. Some of these people really something else, cause they just want the benefits, they don't wanna help. So send them on their way, send them to the left. I'ma tell a nigga step, cause it's nothing player.
Y'all didn't believe in us when we was down, so don't come round when we didn't give it up, was down on luck. We focused up until we came up. Blessings, work for more than we'll ever need now. We got blessings, blessings.
I took a take your loss this year. My OG, the boss of the field. Pain still ain't stopped. Tried to sneak me from the real. You don't know how that feel, for real. But that's how it is. Seeing life, it ain't no side biz. We gotta duck the fucking vibe. Second chance for you to try again. My Satan's on his job, that's a higher man. And ain't nobody higher, ever depend on the man. That's a messiah, man. See, they don't understand, it's a bigger plan. Niggas be tripping, they be playing. He gon' come back again, gon' walk across this crooked land and lead this world a shaking land. Better believe it, you can book it, man. I took his hand, cause Satan coming at my fam. My fake friends don't care, they don't give a damn. So I'ma give him my glory, tell y'all my story. Cause I'm a man, 10 toes, I stand with my man. Can I get an amen?
I didn't believe in us when we was down, so don't come round when we didn't give it up, was down on luck. We focused up until we came up. We got blessings, work for more than we'll ever need now. We got blessings, blessings.
God, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. I even appreciate the struggle that you put in my life, because it made me a stronger man. For real. You dig? Oh, yeah.
All right, good evening. We are live. We're back. Hello, everyone. We are back. Much love to everyone. Brother Renegade is in the house, holding it down. Miss Jan is in the house. Miss AdoptionScams.com is in the house. Miss T. Sophia is in the house. We got some folks showing up tonight. Miss Frances Dean is in the house. Hello. Miss Frances, how you doing? Much love to you. Oh, yes, Miss D. Love is up in here tonight. She's been running hard. Miss D. Love has been running hard. I hear you. Much love to you. Miss Lorraine Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon you and yours. How are you? Miss Anna's in the house. Yeah, you know what time it is. We've been working. We've been working today. We've been working yesterday. We've been working all throughout the night. Yeah, we putting in the work. That's right. And we're going to put in the work tonight. Oh, yeah. So we got Please Help Find Daniel is in the house. Much love to you. Thank you for being here and supporting the cause. This is important work. Y'all know what we're doing. Yeah, we're getting the job done. That's right. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Teresa Upchurch is in the house. Lakeisha Douglas is in the house. Y'all holding it down real nice and tight. Indeed you are. Indeed you are. So, hope everybody's day was a good one. And everyone's week, the start of it was a good one. Ours was certainly a good start. We are here as we were yesterday, as we were the day before. Oh, and much love to everyone standing behind stage, too. I see you guys. Putting in the work on the special campaign that we are doing for Daniel Robinson. It's not just talking about the case, it's putting in some work and putting in some action. And that is exactly what we are doing. We are causing a positive effect for Mr. David Robinson. the father of Daniel Robinson, 25-year-old field geologist, hydrogeologist, who went missing in Buckeye, Arizona on June 23rd of 2021. Hasn't been found since. His dad is out there looking for him diligently. Out of South Carolina, he had to relocate all the way to Arizona just so that he could be boots on the ground, man on the ground, looking for Daniel Robinson. And we are right behind him, supporting him in every possible way that we can, to making sure that he not only stays there like he should, to find Daniel, but also to find out what happened to Daniel. So I would consider him as a Denzel Washington in the movie Man on Fire. Well, you got one, and he's got an army behind him. So much love goes out to Mr. David Robinson, his family. Much love goes out to all of the content creators supporting Mr. David Robinson. The Grizzly team out of the Netherlands, much love goes out to you for their support in the video work and the behind-the-scene background support that they have been giving Mr. David Robinson. And that's right, John Q said so. Much love to those content creators carrying the banner, carrying the campaign, carrying the link, sharing the website. That's what this is about. And we'll be talking to you as to the reason why this campaign is so important and how your help is so much needed. And we are about to make history again. This time we're going to be finding a missing person by the name of Daniel Robinson, and we're going to bring him home together. And that's what the job is all about. Much love to everyone who has supported our efforts thus far. This will be event number 3 that we're going into in reference to the campaign. I see everyone is still coming in. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely. We had a fantastic live yesterday. If you missed it, all of our lives are awesome. Well, that's just my opinion. But we had a great live yesterday. We were able to speak with not only Mr. David Robinson, we were also able to speak to Mr. Evan Short, the senior search coordinator that's working alongside of Mr. David Robinson and the tremendous group of volunteers out there in Arizona, Buckeye, Arizona, and they're coming from all over the place. Much love goes to you for your support, your love, your care in helping Mr. David Robinson try to find his son, Daniel. This is very, very hard work. It's meticulous work, but it's a good work. It's a God work that everyone is doing, and we most certainly have to do our part. All right. So, and everyone who has made a contribution to this effort, to this campaign, you are certainly doing your part. And we thank you. We thank you tremendously. We couldn't do any of this without you. And this special collaboration and coordinated effort between content creators and subscribers, platforms across social media, we're taking a stand and making a very bold effort to begin 2022. So I want to thank everyone that has stepped up to the plate. So with that said, we got some people still coming up in the house here. Okay. You know how we like to do it. We like to get busy. We like to go to work. So with that said, you know what time it is, right? Okay, thank you for the update. All right. All right. Well, it's time to go to work. So let's go to work.
Just continue to watch. That's all.
And we went in there.
Just continue to watch. That's all.
And we went in there. I could tell.
You swear.
It's time to get to it, them people need us. No rhyme or reason, we leaders. It never mattered the season. Every Wednesday we meeting. Justice is what we seeking. Come in and just have a seat and just listen to what we speaking. We be rocking all through the weekend. Them trollers, we never see them. We doing this our freedom. Doing shots and pimping, we eat them. A doubter to a believer. My people never deceive us. I'm rocking them double Q, and you know that I'm with my people. It ain't hard to do the math. What the real is, so you know that you yeah. It's Q squared. Every damn case we try to crack, we take a lot of feedback from the chat. You know it's Q squared. It ain't a secret, and you know just where we at. You know it's Q squared. That's John Q, Miss Q. It's a wrap.
Q squared.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the realest podcast on YouTube.
Number 1, Q squared.
We got Miss Q Carlock
This is Q.
and Mr. John
Q holding it down.
You hear something come from Q's mouth, and you say Q said it.
Let's get it.
Y'all know what time it is, right? Let's do it.
It's time to go to work. Break it down.
Q2!
Let
me see them 8 balls. I need to see them blocks and keys. Put them in the chat.
All right. So to start, we have we got some folks coming up tonight that's going to start and kick us off. And so with that said, number 1, let's bring up Miss Unu from Unu's channel. Hey, Miss Unu.
Hello,
Hopefully,
can you hear me good?
yeah, you coming in loud and
Can you hear me
clear.
good?
5 by 5.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank goodness, because my internet has gone out for the day on my computer, so I'm using my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone. Okay. You got juice? You got juice?
Mm-hmm.
Got
Oh,
that
yeah, I
phone
got juice on
plugged
my
in?
phone.
All right.
Yep, sure do.
Well, it's good to have you. Good to have you. My goodness.
Good to be here.
Everyone is welcoming you to the platform. Yes, we got Miss Unu here tonight.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about
Appreciate it.
Miss Unu. Tell us a little bit about what ran through your mind 2 days ago at the beginning of the week when things got rolling for you in regards to the idea of where we are today.
I got so excited. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound good.
Okay, yeah. I got so excited when I saw those numbers going up because that means that he's going to be able to do some things. Not everything, but something.
Right.
Hopefully we can get it where we can have a lot more things that he can do. If that funding can keep coming in, it'll be wonderful to see that come up even further. We have a goal of 25K to help him with the things that he, with some of the things that he has in line to do.
Right.
This weekend, it's a little disturbing. This weekend, he's not going to be able to go for the search because he doesn't have the funding. So I was hoping maybe by Friday that can change.
Yeah, anything can change.
That would be great.
Anything can change right now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we've been working together since Monday, and you began,
Yes.
you opened up this door to this campaign of helping Mr. David Robinson and family search for Daniel. Tell us a little bit about how your Monday went.
I was a little nervous at first, but I was very impressed by a lot of people who donated. I was very impressed because, I'm new to the YouTube, and I was very impressed. I didn't think I was gonna make $100, to tell you the truth, because I was like, nobody's gonna listen to me. But oh my God, I I guess I have more supporters than I thought. So,
Right. And
and
the
hopefully we
campaign
can
you
keep it
started,
going, guys.
yeah, the campaign you started on your channel, which was a challenge, along with Miss T. Sophia and Mr. Renegade
Yes,
on your channel.
yes,
I shortly thereafter joined
yes,
you. And this
yes,
special campaign, this special petition slash GoFundMe challenge campaign that we're working on right now is to strengthen the numbers, strengthen the support numbers that Mr. David Robinson needs on the petition. Okay, so that this way he would be able
yes,
to have the numbers necessary going forward to contact any legal authorities if need be, in regards to his search efforts out there in Buckeye, Arizona. And so
yes,
you and your team on your channel were able to do some great things by increasing the petition numbers and also began increasing the GoFundMe numbers, which was an absolute sensational thing to see. And a collaboration
thank you.
between the folks on
Yes,
your channel and the folks on right here at Q the Truth, Q Square, Table Talk with John
yes,
Q.
yes,
We were able to do a
yes,
collaboration along with Miss Q, along with Mr. Renegade, along with T. Sophia. I know that others are coming on board uh, to support our efforts in the campaign, and all of it really is to do two things. Number one, keep Mr. Robinson in Arizona regarding his search, to
yes,
help assist in his
yes,
search efforts. Okay. And number two,
yes, sir.
most importantly, a very important aspect of this case is that he's out there doing it all by himself. He's out there,
Yes, sir.
with his team though. But when it comes to doing things that normally law enforcement authorities would have the tools to do, he has to do. And that thing that he's looking forward to doing and getting done right away is getting the forensics done on Daniel's Jeep, on the airbags in Daniel's Jeep, Daniel's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, items that Daniel carried that day, his electronic items such as his phone and computer, and most
Right,
likely all other items pertaining to that
right,
crash site, and where Daniel's Jeep at the end ended up in
right,
the ravine out in the Sonoran Desert.
right.
And his
Yes,
items, his
yes,
Jeep
sir.
and everything was found,
I feel
you
like
know, on,
the Buckeye.
on July 19th, uh,
Yeah,
2021. Yeah. So you did a
right.
great job
I feel
on
like
Monday.
I feel like he shouldn't have to be doing all this.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. He shouldn't be doing any of this. This should have been done already.
He shouldn't be doing
However,
it. Mm-mm.
we're starting to see
Yes,
some things. We're starting to see some things and understand some things about what may be going on in Buckeye, Arizona. So we've got
yes,
another
yes.
content creator, uh, behind the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring him up, and it is the one and only Renegade.
What's up, John?
Hello,
What's up,
PI.
you new? Hey,
How
Chad.
are you?
I'm doing good. A little tired, but I'm
Hey.
doing good.
I know.
I've been up
Yeah.
ever
And
since like
for
8
everyone,
o'clock this morning.
yeah, for everyone that is also, well, where's Miss Q? Where's Miss Q? She's on her way. She's on her way. She's been working since
Okay, great.
daybreak this morning on a lot of different
Mm-hmm.
projects. So don't worry, she's on her way.
Yeah.
She's on her
Yeah.
way, most certainly. And so how you doing, Renegade?
I'm doing good. I went to bed
That's
like
good.
5 o'clock this morning, got up at 8.
Okay.
I got me a
And
couple hours sleep.
you've been up
You know, every
behind that
day
computer
sleep.
ever since, huh?
Ever since.
Okay. Oh wow. Well, it's good that the both of you can join us tonight on Q Squared. We've got a lot to talk about, and we've got an event that has taken off like wildfire. The word is starting to get out, and
Mm.
the challenge is
Mm-hmm.
starting to be heard, which is good. Absolutely. And that challenge is to support this special fundraising campaign to find Daniel Robinson.
Yes.
That's what the challenge is all about.
Yes.
And the way to do that is to sign the petition if you haven't already yet.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the link that's going to be dropped in the chat. That'll take you to www.pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. There on the
Mm-hmm.
main page, you will see the petition and the donation buttons there. And we ask that you sign the petition in support of keeping the numbers strong on that petition as we go forward and helping to find Daniel as part of it. And
Yes.
also to make a small donation. This afternoon, I believe Miss Q put out a $20 challenge on her
Sorry about that.
special live that she did this afternoon, a $20 challenge to support the efforts of Please Help Find Daniel, which was a beautiful thing to see. And she's working hard behind the scenes with some other stuff as well. So that's the support, and that's the challenge that we're asking everyone, and also to copy the link. And for those of you who go to other content creator chat rooms, please drop the link in their chat rooms with their permission. I've seen a number of you do it, and I am so grateful for that. And just to let them know that you are in support of the campaign efforts, the fundraising efforts that we're working on currently right now. And there have been a number of content creators that have stepped up, which is great to see. And we're only on day 3. So imagine where we'll be at the end of the week. Okay. So without further ado, I also have to bring up on the panel Mr. David Robinson.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. Doing okay.
All right. You've been very busy today, I notice. Most certainly.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. It's one of those days. Well, always those days. You know how we do. Have to stay busy. This is a busy time, and the effort is great. So, and the reason is great. So, got to stay busy.
Absolutely. It's so good to have you rejoin us, come back and connect with us on the events that have been taking place since the beginning of the week. This has been a different week for all of us coming out of the gate and developing a game plan for the special campaign for Daniel. It's to keep you there in Arizona searching for Daniel, and it's getting the funds necessary to get the forensic work done that will give us better answers than we have right now.
That's right.
Absolutely. So any Any new developments from since yesterday, since we last spoke, in reference to our forward motion campaign happening that
Well,
you could share with us?
well, one thing I want to tell everybody, thank you for donating and also the support. I did get an influx of people also with their encouraging words. That's always helpful. So thank you first of all for doing that, signing the petition, because that's going to be important in terms of for my once I bring in different departments and things like that. So you guys backing me up on that, I really appreciate it. Just keep that coming in. That petition, is really strong. So really grateful for that. However, you guys know that the search for this weekend has been canceled. Of course, we try to conserve some resources. That's important to conserve resources. Trying to get up funds to conduct the forensics and stuff on the vehicle, the clothing items, to my son's computers and electronics and stuff. So it's going to take some time, but we're really working on that. Trying to actually hopefully can conduct everything at one time as we've been doing. Continue with the searches because it's needed, special line searches. There's also special ops searches that's been implemented last week, and we have to go do some of those again. But what I'm saying, want to make sure we can be able to do that also along with the regular searches, the city search and the desert search. So a lot of that's going on right now, and we're still working it. Like Mr. Q say, it's a busy time. We stay busy. When I say we, I'm talking about my logistic coordinator, search coordinator, Evan Short, and myself, and some other people like yourself, Mr. Q, and Mr. Renegade, T. Sophia, and people that's working in the background. Also, from Grizzly True Crime. So we thank you for you all, Grizzly K. We thank you all for everything that you're doing in the background also to help. So thank you.
Yes, you're quite welcome. Our pleasure to be of assistance to you at this time. It's a very important time.
I apologize. I want to throw Miss Carlock. I can't leave her out.
Miss Q. She always says,
Miss Q, that's right. She always get on me. I know. She get on me every time. Yeah, Miss Q.
Absolutely.
That's right. Yes.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's our pleasure to be of assistance. When Miss Q brought this case up and about out of the Summer Wells Marathon, and she brought it to my attention, it was something that was, my next jump over from the marathon. And upon completing that, we did a successful marathon in the month of October of 2021 and was able to raise well over $31,000 for the reward fund that helps support the reward aspect of that case. Hopefully get somebody to talk, on finding out what happened to little Summer Wells, who was then 5, but has now had a birthday, and now she's 6 years old and still missing. And she went missing June 15th of 2021. And then shortly thereafter, just 8 days right after her, Daniel goes missing on June 23rd of 2021. And it's like, okay, what is going on?
Yeah, that's troublesome. Yes.
Yeah. So I kind of, gave a little bit of a challenge of a shout out yesterday to all content creators that have been covering the Summer Wells case to give a little bit of time out of their schedule for this case, because we are in a campaign mode, a fundraising mode, to help to keep you there in Arizona searching for Daniel, and eventually you will find him, and also too to let them know about the important work regarding the forensics that need to be done in order to bring and give you better answers on what happened to Daniel, and if need be, follow through with any future steps pertaining to the treatment of this whole entire case. So that's the important aspect of it all. But Much love to everyone joining us in the chat room.
Yes, thank you all for being here.
Yes, we saw today that you were able to make a video. I saw you, I think it was early this morning, and you were showing highlights of the news media, the mainstream news media outlets with CNN, News Nation, and a number of others, and sharing with folks information, updated information as to where you are currently, and also letting them know that you'll be doing periodic updates on your channel there. Please help find Daniel. And tell us a little bit about some of your thoughts about how you're going to be able to do that during the course of your time there and your search time as well.
Yes, thank you for asking me. Yes, I plan to have a Q&A every morning, and also to give people who's following and who's have high interest in my son's case information that's relevant and also accurate. So to give people opportunity to log in and ask the questions that I can answer outside of investigation. That will be done every morning. My goal is to have it every morning between the hours of 8 a.m. Eastern time to noon Eastern time. So it's going to be only last for an hour to an hour and a half. But I plan to do that sometimes. So hopefully I can get a fixed time. Hopefully maybe 8 o'clock a.m. Is the fixed time that I'm looking to try to keep it at Eastern time. So that way we can have is on for 6 o'clock here in Arizona in the morning. Kind of like, people want to get up in the morning and hear the beginning of the day, some of the events, the things I'll be doing in terms of searching for my son. So I just want to keep everybody updated, and I'm asking you all to join in. I'll be working really hard tonight to try to learn how to use these buttons and be as savvy as Mr. Q here and renegading everybody on the panel to include and figure out how I can also answer questions, receive the questions at the same time moderating. So thank you if you come out.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I'm glad you're able to fit that into your schedule, because a lot of people, have from time to time different questions and are brand new coming into the case and want to know how they could help and things of that nature. So no, that is absolutely terrific. Absolutely terrific. And I also got some good news. I got some good news for you.
Let's hear that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We always bring good news. Let's see what we can do about it. Let's see. Because yesterday we were able to share with the folks that were here on my channel developments on the petition and also the current GoFundMe standings. And I saw quite an amazing surprise happen. And I will share with everyone what that amazing surprise is, because it's blowing my mind as to where we are. Let me know when you folks can see that. That comes up on the screen. And this is the GoFundMe that was established by Mr. David Robinson and family. And this whole event took place. And it was amazing to see that a lot of people have responded over just the last several days, from Monday up until today. And our goal was to get you at least to the $200,000 mark on the GoFundMe. And what most people begin to think about is, well, he's got 200,000. He's shooting for $200,000 on the GoFundMe. Why would he be asking, for additional funding to get, additional things done? Well, you have to also remember, Mr. Robinson has been there since June 26 there in Buckeye, Arizona. And the resources from the established GoFundMe was utilized right away for the equipment that Mr. Robinson needed right away to begin coordinating search efforts, flyers. He actually uprooted himself from South Carolina to actually become a resident there in Arizona in order to stay and develop a game plan in reference to searching for Daniel out there in the desert. And so obviously these are out-of-pocket expenses that he's taken on that, it's becoming to a point now that, it's starting to show. Razor tracks are expensive and costly to rent. ATVs are expensive and costly to rent. Supplies, water, field coordination, city search coordination. There's a lot going on here. As we said, and as we stated in the beginning, all of the things that Mr. Robinson is doing, Buckeye Police Department should have done and tapped into other agencies for the same resources. And so upon their response to Mr. Robinson and how they have treated this case, Mr. Robinson has taken on the liberty of taking on that task himself, being that they are not responding to his request for equipment such as cameras that need to go into vertical mines and wells out there in the Sonoran Desert, drones that need to be utilized to fly over certain sectored map areas, search areas that have been coordinated to be searched. There's a lot that goes on when you're trying to do it yourself, especially if you have not done this before. And so this is the reason for the fundraising campaign efforts currently right now is to provide those funds to keep Mr. Robinson there for all of his search efforts and to also have the forensics done on Daniel's Jeep, the airbags, his clothes, all of his electronics and things of that nature. And that also costs money. And so therefore, this is the reason why we are campaigning, fundraising, and campaigning to do just that. So in a short order of time, just the past few days, we were able to see some folks respond. And I said by the end of the week, we should be able to hit the first goal of the 200,000 on the GoFundMe. However, y'all did something absolutely amazing. And that is this. We have surpassed the $200,000 goal, and now we're at $200,800 as we stand now. And so that is that's a little surprise. I said, my goodness, it was at I think it was 198, 196 or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And just over the last few days, this GoFundMe has grown to a portion to where it's starting to show up, and that's terrific. That is absolutely terrific that folks are responding. And we have to remember too that GoFundMe will always show the results of a fundraising aspect, never what has to or has been used out of that portion, unfortunately. So they will only show the results of how much funding has accumulated in a specific GoFundMe, but never show you anything in terms of any funds that have been used. So the numbers will always continue to go up in ascending order and not a descending order as the funds are being proportionately used throughout this time. So if you was to take this same 200,000 and divide it by the last 8 months that Mr. Robinson is there, that would break down this number to a very small number, and then take that number and then utilize that number for all of what he's been doing since he's been there. All of the search efforts, all of the supplies, the attorney that Mr. Robinson had to retain in order to protect his son's legal rights as well as his own, along with relocation expenses, along with gas expenses for all of the vehicles out there, the supplies that are being used, all of it. So this little 200,000 begins to look like almost pocket change compared to what it really takes to succeed at everything that he's looking to succeed in, and that is number one, find his son, and number two, get the forensic work done. But I'm so glad that people have responded, and they're putting in the work and the time and the effort to start to strengthen these numbers, so that this way we could get the work done as best as possible. So I wanted to share that with you, whether you knew that we were over the 200,000 or not.
Thank you.
That's terrific, and thank you all for
Yes,
your support.
That's right. Yes, that's incredible, and I'm really grateful. You guys, showing up and get us to that goal. It's very important, like Mr. Q said, to get this forensic work done. Also, to keep the searches going. It's this ongoing effort. Like you said, it's been going on since I've been here. I got here June 26th last year. The effort has been going on for a long while now. So coming in about a week, it'd be 8 months. My son went missing, and it's not time to give up yet. So had to keep it going, keep the searches going. Had to also keep the investigation going. So just like Mr. Q eloquently said, yes. Whenever as a father, whenever I feel like something's not being done, then I have to step up, and do it myself. So I'm so grateful for your support and your help to cover those endeavors.
Absolutely. And we got another surprise, and this is an even better one. Well, we have with us. I gotta wait again. I think we are handling some freeze ups back here, but yes, a tremendous effort that has to be put forth in order to accomplish just everything that you're looking to accomplish is it is a tremendous effort for you, not only you, but for the folks who volunteered and to be there with you to do the things that they're able to do, on their time schedules and everything, and to coordinate searches on weekends specifically is a good, I would say, is a good targeted way to conduct these searches, only because, like I said, like we're all saying, the funding needs to be there, or else you'd be doing it every single day,
Right.
if that were available like that. So
that's right.
Yeah. So let's see. We got, we definitely have some, we definitely have some of that going on over here, Miss Yunu. But it's good to know that some folks have responded. And we've also got content creators now talking with us in doing a collaboration and helping to get the word out on this fundraising campaign to, accomplish the mission, so to speak. And so with that said, I'm going to bring up the one and only, the incomparable Miss Q is with us tonight.
Good
Hey, Mr. Q.
evening. Hey, David, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good. It's good to see you. And that smile.
Yes, good to have you on.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Hey, John, Randy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Miss Q.
I'm okay. How y'all doing?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it one more again. One more again.
One more again.
Yeah, one more again.
Kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah, you know it. I got a big yellow pad here, just taking all the names down.
Beautiful. I love it. We're gonna help somebody else. Why not?
Yes.
There's no
Absolutely.
reason not one. What did I miss?
Oh, we're just warming up. You know how we warm up? Warm up the chat and start to get things rolling.
It's hot in here. You got the flames up in the background. Y'all doing more than warming up.
Oh yeah, it's not only wintertime. We have our own fire going.
Okay. Getting hot in here. Oh, okay, I ain't gonna sing that one.
We're trying to get that pot boiling over
You're
here.
gonna start now, right? You're gonna start. Okay.
You boiling over there, Randy?
No, I said we're trying to get that pot boiling.
Yeah, exactly. Bubbling. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
right.
Yeah, so
I
we
caught some of it. It kept kicking me off, but I was listening to you explain about, the GoFundMe and it's good that everybody understands exactly how that's working. I think that's what you were explaining, how.
yes.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, because everybody act like you got $1 zillion and want $1 zillion more, but it's not that.
Right.
First of all, I'm certain, without even asking him, David would rather not have to need one dime of this money.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So we got to do what we got to do.
I was just saying also too, when you can take a look at that figure and then divide that by 8 months, and out of all of what Mr. Robinson had to cover, it only breaks down to about 25,000 a month.
Right.
You see, and that's extraordinary, small amount, compared to what he's already been able to accomplish.
Yeah.
In the use of that money on a monthly basis, to cover all of the expenses and to have these searches and to have coordinated such a very meticulous, coordinated event, such as getting people together, getting them to meet at certain locations, getting flyers out, having them meet at certain locations at certain times, and then beginning the actual search process itself, line searches out there in the desert,
Right.
Having drones out
Right.
there to take certain footages of certain sector areas that are being searched.
Right.
It's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. And to
Yeah.
have done that on a very tight budget
Right.
is amazing. It's amazing. So
It
it's
really, really is.
Well, I thank God for the volunteers also. We have a lot of people that also helped out, volunteer bring their equipment and things like that to help also. So, it's a coordinated effort also from the volunteers. I have to give them love because we're family out there. I tell people all the time, you can't make it out there. I understand. But the family that's out there, we work hard and everybody do their part. So, I'm grateful for that. Like I wanted to mention real quick, Mr. Q, we covered from the time Mr. Short came on. Of course, we did some searching well before the vehicle even showed up on the scene. So those acres are not counted, but so far we was able to count with the technology that we have now brought on by Mr. Short. We have 19,000 acres covered, saying that desert. So we do a whole lot of work, and like you said, it takes a lot just to be out there and cover those grounds. What we need now mostly is line searches. I know there's an effort to bring in the funding, but we need also people on the ground. If we can get the searches back up and get those running, some line searches is important because at this moment, my son been missing for 8 months now. And it's hard. Though it's hard to say, we all got to remember, it's not a rescue mission anymore. It's a recovery from the desert. So it was hard for me to get to this point to even say that. But that's what it is. If we need to bring my son, if he's out there, we need to bring him home regardless. So my goal is, and my hope with the city searches is also to again with the hope and faith that I have, my son will be found alive and safe and well, so we can go ahead and get the word out and somebody see something, say something. So that's still effort that's going on because that's what the flyers are for. we are putting out hundreds and thousands of flyers out there. So that's some of the efforts we're doing also in terms of getting the word out. From putting things on the cars to traveling around the cities and things like that. So grateful for that. And now, like I said, the line searches, we did a tremendous amount of that. Also, 581 5,881 acres of line searches. So, like I said, but that's a very important. Like I said, because we're looking for clues and things like that goes along to help with investigations. To, like I said, if my son out there, we'll find him. So that's important to keep the search going. So, like I said, I'm really heartbroken that we had to cancel this week, and possibly maybe canceling next week. I'm trying to play it by ear and see what happened, and see how we can go forward. Because, like I said, it's a balance. It's either going to have the searches now, and not be able to get this money up for the forensics work that had to be done, or just get the forensics work done and don't have the searches. So we got to have those balances to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah, you do. Damn it. 'Cause it all needs to happen. It just, like I told you earlier, or maybe it was yesterday, my days, they can intertwine. But when we talked last, David, I told you, it just broke my heart when I heard you over on U News channel, and I heard you say, you had to cancel the search because basically you got to make some decisions,
That's right.
prioritizing, but everything's a priority. I mean, it's terrible to have to be at that point. I mean,
well, it's stressful. That's one thing. It's very stressful mentally. God has His way of doing things. A little part of me do need mental break. But at the same time, I can't afford to lose time. So it's that thing that worries me the most. With the searches being canceled this week. We had it gave my search coordinator some time with his family also as well. So I kind of look at it as a blessing in disguise to Mr. Short. He's there every week with his wife, and they didn't take time off yet. So it may be a blessing in disguise to give them at least a weekend off. However, at the same time, it's very difficult to have to cancel a search based on funding and things like that to keep things going. So we've been here for a long time. Going on 8 months. From traveling to expenses on the UTVs every week to because you have to have the equipment out there to get not only myself around, but the then staff that I have when I had the private investigator, they needed vehicles to get around that desert. So there's a lot of money being spent out there. It's actively being spent, and that's one of the things I want to stress to people. We're not sitting still with our hands in our pockets or sitting on our hands. We're out there working every week and doing the weekdays. Doing things. So actively working hard, actively utilizing funds. So we need to replenish those.
Yeah. Actively doing it the right way.
That's
Actually,
right.
a couple of people in chat earlier said, you were basically setting the stage for a lot of parents to follow because, if you don't have, if you're not handled like a Gabby Petito case and you don't have long money for an unforeseen accident, then you're David Robinson. You have an unforeseen circumstance where you need all this money suddenly, or you just don't find your kid, right? Those are the options.
That's right. Nobody planned for anything like that. So I can understand because one day like myself, you're retired just at home, and the next day you're out in the desert looking for your child. So one thing that's been crucial to me is to always remember that your loved one is missing. You have to be part of the search. Whether you relying on law enforcement or not, you need to be a part of it. Meaning that it's okay to ask questions. That's one of the biggest part. I think sometimes we're afraid to ask law enforcement questions about anything they say,
Yeah.
to double check on them. I'd like to tend to look at myself as being their boss, which we are, and say, you know what, I mean, sometimes you have to micromanage your worker. So, you know, so that's the type of thing that I've learned since doing this micromanagement, because if you don't push these departments, sometimes they won't do it. So you got to make sure you're there, present, and you know, put that pressure on that department to make sure they're doing exactly what they need to be doing for your person.
Absolutely right. Period.
And
It
we
looked
have
like
Mr.
Boss
Boss Blake
Man.
in the
Boss
house.
Man slipped up in here. Hey, Boss Man, unmute. Salute,
What's
sir.
going on, y'all? What's going on, Mr. Ross?
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, Q, I
Yeah,
feel the
but
same way when I heard him say that. I almost like I just almost tore down. It tore me down.
yeah, for real.
It still makes me just like
Nobody wants to picture that. Can we imagine David leaving Arizona right now? Like that would be. I mean, we already know they're not going to do anything because they weren't doing anything before he got there. The
Right.
case will go cold if you leave. We all know that.
Yes, and that's why the fight hard to make sure this happens. We're not only just sitting on my hand, you know, just really out there putting letters out. I have a team putting letters out, reaching out to everybody, corporations, to you know, I even going to work on getting a nonprofit going. So I already spoke
Oh, okay.
a message to my attorney today.
Good.
So help me draw those papers up and get this thing going to a nonprofit. So that way we get these corporations in to help this effort also, and also it can go on to help other families. So you know, we're just working on that, getting those that direction started also. So I want everybody to know that.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think that's a great
Absolutely.
idea because, like I mentioned to you, at that point now you can look at grants and a lot of other things. That's awesome.
That's right.
We just recently had a jump from the 200 and 800 $1,000 to now 200,000. 915 is now on the board.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. Appreciate
On the
it.
way to 201.
On our
Yeah,
way. Much love to everyone.
Yes,
Thank you.
please, everybody. Remember how this really works. Word of mouth. Share. You have to hit the share button at least one time. Don't just be up in here talking about, oh, Mr. David Robinson. We appreciate that too. But we need those shares.
Yo,
We really
yes.
do. And if you got it, you know, I got a $20 challenge on the table. I'm challenging you. $20. Skip a couple of frappuccinos if you're like me, and just drop $20. If we all do it, we can make this number really move. Get this stuff checked out so we can get some names. At least David can get some names to start hunting down the trail because somebody knows something. They always do.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, that is indeed right. That is
They
indeed right.
always do.
Yeah, you know, it takes a lot to put awareness out there. You know, currently work the deal out, which I'm grateful for. With Lamar, is a billboard company who's going to put out. You know, we get my son's information put on the billboards here out on the east side of Phoenix, throughout Phoenix, and also the west side of Phoenix, going up to Buckeye. So people on I-10, you know, you can look out on the interstate and see my son's. The tip line to his story. So I want you guys to know that we're actually utilizing these funds to make a difference in the state, and so you know, have to keep going. So I'm going to give my flyers to anything I can to bring awareness, and you guys are the key. So whenever they say share, I like to hear that word because when you're sharing, you know, that's putting that word out to everyone. Because believe it or not, when I pass out flyers out here with the volunteers. We out there on the sidewalk, walking the blocks, putting them on cars and things. There's some people running too that didn't even hear the story. They're right here in Phoenix. So, you know, we have plenty of room to share my son's story. So I'm grateful if you guys can share. Really, I mean, just tell anybody, everyone, share on your page. Just whatever you have to do, that helps out a whole lot also.
Absolutely. And another thing I was telling David, for everybody that bought the Summer Wells merch, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all can speak to this so people don't think I'm just trying to plug it, even though I am, because the merchandise, we know, for one, puts his name out there and spreads awareness of the situation.
That's
and
right.
for two, the profits go to the family's GoFundMe. So it's benefiting the family regardless. But what I want to point out is how good it feels to walk around with those, I want to say missing posters, because that's basically what we turn into. We call ourselves the walking billboard, actually, right? It's such a proud feeling, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating. You just feel good. You stand taller. You just feel like you're representing something. It's a really good feeling. And to know that you helped a family in the process, maybe it's all of that combined. But I know when I wear mine, I just kind of float through the world like, yep, check me out. And waiting on somebody to say, hey, who's that? And even if they don't ask, they can see it because it's the quality of it. It's printed out big and bold. They know who, they know where. I mean, if nothing else, get you a t-shirt and see what I'm talking about. Put it on and see what it feels like to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
100%.
It's so true. I wish I was exaggerating, but it's not. I'm telling you, it is a beautiful feeling, empowering.
And you look cute in our shirts too, and our jackets.
You do, right? I got
Mhm.
mine like that. Mine is like they don't call it magenta, they call it something else, but it's like a hot pink. You know, it works. But it
Okay.
feels so good. I swear it does.
I want to say something, Janica. I saw something in the chat just now coming up. Yeah, we did. She was asking about the big cats in that area. Yeah, we do have one that's out there near the area my son's vehicle was found. That vehicle, that cougar, I guess they call it mountain lion, has the tag on it. So yeah, Game and Fish is aware of that one. They do track them, him or her, and so yeah. But we haven't had any problem out of that mountain lion. So so yes, but it is being tracked and things like that. So
Awesome. Sun Goddess. Hey, Sharon. Sharon's in the house, John, down under Crime Talk.
Oh, all right. Hello, Sharon. Down
Sharon's
under
in your
Crime Talk.
Yes,
Absolutely.
welcome.
Hello.
Sun Goddess, if you
Absolutely.
can look up, if you can go to my Facebook page, Just Justice. No, I got a moderator in here from my channel. One of somebody's in here. Oh, wait a minute. Randy's not here. Oh, there's Randy. Randy, can you help me, please? And because I'm on my phone, I want to give Sun Goddess the Facebook group link. Can you grab it from my page? Because anybody who has Facebook groups and people that donate the way Sun Goddess said that they do, there's a separate thing. We're not going to get all into it because it's different than what is going on here. But there is a fundraiser there. So just follow the link when we drop it. And you can share that with all your people on Facebook and tell them it's all a part of the GoFundMe challenge. So yes, we have already taken that step. We're trying to hit every platform, every single platform. We're not playing.
And Sharon just mentioned that she's away on a little holiday, but she's working on a video for Daniel.
Wonderful. See?
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Get in on this over there in the UK. Thank you.
If you need anybody on your panel, hey, we'll be happy to come over there and help you out.
Yeah, you know how we do. Sharon, you just see the video from the marathon. She'll go live by herself. She don't care. She'll be right on there telling them all the scoop. She's a team player.
That's
Thank
it.
you so much.
That'll be awesome. Yes.
Dr. said, I just had a young man stop me in the market yesterday saying, I like that hoodie. I asked him why, and he said the royal blue and the little girl on the swing. And I explained the summer story. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yes.
not, they're not just clothes, you guys. Like, this is way bigger than that.
Yes.
Way bigger than that. That's
Way,
beautiful.
way bigger. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Correct, Anna. Absolutely right. You got it. Yes, Sharon, I saw your little video. I think it looked like you were going to get on a, was that a little yacht or a little boat? But it was early this morning, but I saw a picture. That's what it was. Anyway, enjoy your holiday. Be safe out there.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome. Thank you so much. Make sure you tag us. That way we can all share it. Gotta spread the word, y'all. I was telling David a couple of the things that I, in reflecting on Summer's Marathon, to see what, you know, what we could do different and better, or at least what I could try to bring different and better this time. I was thinking about, you know, some of the differences. And I mean, one of the biggest ones was the fact that y'all shared the hell out of this stuff. I mean, y'all was telling your people, y'all was going to get them, bringing them from every platform, all hours of the night. So we just need that same energy from the subscribers up to the creators. It doesn't matter how big your channel is. You know, one extra person just to tell his story is all we're asking. And people will do what they can do once they hear the story, but it starts with just knowing that he even exists.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I love him like my baby brother now.
That's right.
Not that you would be my father, though. That came out all wrong, but you know.
So we can go with it.
I'm not gonna call him my son. Okay, never mind. You get what I'm saying. I love him. I love him. We care about this baby. He's all of our baby now. How about godson? He could be all of our godson. How about that?
That's right. That's right.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Just to share with everyone, just a little bit of the dynamics that are going on out in the Sonoran Desert pertaining to Mr. Robinson's search. I'm just going to share with everyone. If you haven't seen it, that's okay, because you're going to see it now. A little bit of the dynamics as to what it looks like in the Sonoran Desert. They are searching for Daniel. And this was video footage that was taken, I believe, by Evan Short, the gentleman that was with us yesterday on yesterday's live, the search coordinator working with Mr. Robinson. And it'll just give you a general idea as to how much desert and terrain that needs to be covered when doing a line search with folks in an effort to find Daniel. So just take a look at this.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email from your boss that you have to finish before the big meeting starts in 10 minutes. Or you're cramming for an
I really hate I didn't get to pick Evan's brain yet. Well, before I forget, you guys, tomorrow morning, David, you got your calendar close? Because it's dark in my room. 10:30, right?
10:30. That's right. Hold on,
10:30.
let me double check. I think that's
Okay.
10:30.
Set me straight for I lie to everybody up in here.
Right.
Tomorrow morning on my channel, we're going to have a Q&A and go through that police report too.
That's right. I got you for 10:30. Your 10:30 your time, 11:30 mine. That's right.
Okay, so 10:30 Pacific Standard Time in the morning.
That's right.
And my challenge will still be on the table. As a matter of fact, it ain't coming off. Gluing it to the table. Yep, we can hear you, babe. You look a little grainy, like your connection might be struggling, but we can hear. You've been having that trouble. Me too today, though.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My internet is about
Oh
to
yeah,
get
we can hear you
I was
now.
gonna say, but anyway, guys,
And
Say it
that's the
again.
reason for the challenge.
hear me?
You cut
Yeah,
in
we
and
can
out.
hear you.
Not again.
What
Okay,
did you say?
saying, can we just pot boiling again like we did on Monday? Let's go. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
keep it boiling. That's okay. Sometimes it simmers. You know what I mean? As long as we stay consistent and keep the momentum going and that number keeps going up, we winning.
Before is up, but we need to, get the levels in there, and that way boiling over.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. No doubt. Keep
We gotta
sharing,
get-
guys. And don't forget the replays are always there. A lot of people catch them later, especially overseas and stuff. So
Yes.
these things, they stay etched in time once we do them.
Don't forget the annuals.
Don't forget what, babe? It cut out again.
Buy Daniel's dad a coffee. Hashtag.
Hashtag buy Daniel's dad a coffee. Coffee you like. My nail lady gave me a big old bag of coffee. I said, I don't drink coffee. She said, just try it.
It's a donation thing. It's a donation thing that we're doing. It's a thing we're doing.
What? Is there a link or what?
That drinking, get fee from wherever, get that money and donate instead.
Oh, yeah,
a lot
got it.
better
Yeah.
when they head on that pillow at night.
Skip it. Yeah, skip it.
Skip.
Telling you, boy, if I had some of that Starbucks money back, David, man, I could boost this GoFundMe by myself.
Oh wow! Yeah. Put a lot of stuff into it.
I was faithfully up reloading that Starbucks card for a while. Right up there with the bills. Yeah, rent, gas, Starbucks card. It was mandatory.
So we had a little bit of a jump.
Yes.
We now stand at 200,925.
Beautiful.
So
Wow. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for that donation. My goodness.
Every little bit helps, man. I said a 20 challenge, and I meant it. If you got it, but if you don't, you can do $1, $2. Y'all know how we do it.
Jesus.
And don't let us start doing the math in the room. What we say, John, is 30 people in here. We can get $10 a piece. We'll do it, y'all. We'll do it.
There you go. There you go. And it's all to keep Mr. Robinson there in Arizona, constantly, constantly searching for his son Daniel, with no interruptions. Okay, to suspend a search because of the cost or the finances that are involved, it hurts.
Yeah.
To even think of it at this point, it hurts. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
slows things down. It stops momentum. It does a number of things, but to constantly be able to consistently stay on track and build that momentum, especially when you're searching for a loved one, it's so important. And so we realize, how important that is when you're, you know, uh, doing this kind of a task. You're looking for your loved one. You don't want to stop. You want to keep going. You want to keep going. You want to keep going until you get to
Find your
finding
baby.
what you're looking for. Yeah, yeah. And so in this case, it's different because the parent, Mr. Robinson, is the one out there doing the searching with his team. And every little bit counts. And
I
so
want
for
to
all that
find.
have made a contribution, thank you so much, because it's boots back on the ground. It
Mhm.
gets him ready and running and gearing back up to get that search date back up there so that this way they can continue the work at hand. So
That's right.
yeah,
Yes. And I wanted to point out that equally as important is the petition, because
Right.
just change this to a criminal
absolutely.
investigation, he wouldn't have
Right.
a lot of the expenses he's looking at right now, because our state could take care of it, that state could take care of it. The
Yeah.
police department could get the FBI, somebody else could pay for it. He wouldn't have to
Yeah.
try to figure out forensics. He wouldn't need so much funding. So we
Right.
need to get that petition signed as well. Please make sure you guys are sharing that link too. It is equally as important, I believe.
Yes,
It is.
it is.
It's very important.
Wow, we
Did
just
it.
took a jump.
You
We
jumped.
just took
You
a
jumped.
jump. We are now at
OMG.
Oh wow.
$1,025. My goodness, we took a major jump there.
That was $100 jump
Thank
That is a
you.
major
in
jump. Thank you.
in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes. That was $100 jump in 4 minutes.
It
Awesome job.
happened.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Yes, thank
Awesome.
you guys. Thank you.
Just like Sharon said, this is how we do it, do it.
Do it. Do it. Hey, might as well go ahead
This is
and do
how
your
we
thing.
do it. Do
There
it.
you go.
Come on,
Told
John, beatbox
you.
on time,
They
bro.
would have
Time.
beatbox.
Huh? Huh?
This is how we do it. Do it.
Gotta make it a party.
This is how we do it. Do it.
Uh-huh. Mhm. Mhm. Get in there. I see you, David. You was over there.
Trying to get in there.
David, here's your line. I always give somebody this line.
Oh no, oh no, no.
Wiki.
Beautiful.
You take it, boss man. Go ahead.
Yeah, Bossman can
Hey,
throw down
hey,
some music now.
I will say this though, Mr. David, you got some vocals on you, bro.
Oh,
I heard you singing "Happy
Oh,
Birthday,"
yeah.
man. You sound real
Oh,
good.
okay. Yes, love
Uh,
for your son to do that for you. So I appreciate that.
No doubt.
yeah, we watched that today a couple of times. Yeah, you did that.
Had me over
appreciate
here. Eyes start sweating and stuff. I'm like, man, it was touching though. It was real touching for real.
Tears, boss man. Those were tears.
Yes, hard moments, for the family. We have everything came at one time. There was Thanksgiving, not being able to say, have that Daniel at the table. Then there was the Christmas break, saying not having them home with the family,
Yeah.
and also the New Year, saying Happy New Year to him. So all that things come together, and then the birthday showed up. So, he still remains missing. So all of those are very hard times. And so, as you say, for the birthday, we definitely, that was a very hard moment to, have a cake there for him, and he's not there to share it. So,
Yeah.
but saying God is good, and we're going to continue to fight I know as a father, I'm going to be here. So, continue to fight for justice for my son. Make sure that, everything's been done that should be done to find him. So, I mean, that's from, like I said, the forensic work to making awareness and things like that. So, and also along with pushing the department and also bringing anybody who possibly involved to justice. So we're gonna be doing that, keep on pushing that. So thank you all for everything you're doing at this moment.
Absolutely. We understand the gravity of it.
Oh
And
yeah.
as a single mom, I empathize just with any type of unforeseen incident. If you don't have that little rainy day stash, it could be tight. So I can't imagine having to do what you have to do, like seriously, out of the blue. Even if you had a little change stashed away with the numbers you have going out, I mean, it would have ate through that so fast. It wouldn't have, you'd have been back home in South Carolina by now. So
It was unexpected. One of the biggest things when I got here, like you say, you don't prepare. It's not a first thing on my mind to say, oh, when I get here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have, this is going to cost this, and so I'm going to, you don't plan. You just you react. So my reaction is to get out here. As soon as I found out this department didn't go out there to look for my son, they canceled a flight to go look for my son out there. He need me, These guys didn't take that seriously, and I think any father, I mean, I know any father would do the same thing, and the mother would do it, but fathers we do it too. So we're gonna get out there and go find our child. So no matter how old they are, we're gonna be out there on that ground and go searching. So that's what my goal was, to get here and find my son, to find out what happened to him, and then think about the cost or anything else that's associated with that. That was secondary.
Yes.
now the message. There's a question. Okay, the fundraiser. I'm gonna check on that right now because Dr. Latina is in the room and she has donated to the Facebook fundraiser. So I'm just gonna double check and I'm gonna mention if the total is gone up or down. We're trying not to confuse everybody with the two, but if you want to donate through Facebook, the links are all there in the description of the live I did today. And it
Okay.
all goes to the family's GoFundMe. So same difference, but another platform in case somebody's not into YouTube. So let me check for you on that, Doctora. And as far as the GoFundMe, as far as I understand it, David, correct me if I'm wrong. The number that we see there on the screen, John, if you don't mind, can you put that back up on the GoFundMe screen? The number we see on the screen is not minus the fees or minus, what's been deducted. It's a running total. But some of it is still there. You're not at zero, correct?
No, not at zero. That's correct. You have
Okay.
to understand that it had to be budgeted. That's right.
Okay. We met the first goal, and like we always do, and especially because we need to keep him there as long as possible, the goal was increased, as it will probably be many times. So that's what's going on. We don't, without asking David, okay, how much money do you have? We don't know what his actual number is. And I'm not going to ask him that personally, because I don't think we really care to know that. We just wanted to know kind of where we were with things as far as the GoFundMe. So he's still up there. He's not at zero. And the goal has just been increased as far as the GoFundMe. But the numbers that are coming out are so big and they're coming out very fast. So we just don't know how long what's there can sustain him. So we have to keep adding to it.
Right.
Did I get that right, David?
Yes, and one of the things I would point out that when I came here, of course, I expected to find my son on day one. Get out there in that desert and find him, quickly. It's been 8 months, so you can imagine we don't have a time limit. So you have to always prepare for the good and the bad. Prepare for a length of time or prepare for a short time. So like I said, like you're saying, it's a running thing. We constantly utilizing resources and also, try to anticipate, to make sure I'm here. I had to make sure I'm here, make sure I'm doing every effort I can to find my son, make sure I have the funds to do this forensics work. So all that is in conjunction together, work together. So, it's an effort. It's a ongoing effort. Like I
Right.
said, based on time, you just don't know.
Right. It's like the equivalent, I think, of living on, for a senior citizen, for living on a fixed income.
That's right.
Regardless of what that income is, if it's fixed, there's not a lot of wiggle room there coming in. So he's got to make all his decisions like, you know what I mean? You got to be so strategic. Again, going back to just being a mom, period. Y'all know how we have to budget every little dime. It's the same thing, except he doesn't know how long he needs to budget for. That makes it kind of hard to budget.
And also I can throw in that, I often came on and asked people for, looking for certain specialized drones, for instance. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
Much as I wanted really bad, wanted to put them out there on the ground because we really need them.
Yeah.
Like you say, you have to budget. You have to be smart about it. I can go ahead and get all of this equipment, but now I'm draining resources. That's going to be, if I can get the equipment, then how I'm going to come out there to utilize them, or how we're going to keep the searches, the city search going, and how I'm going to remain here in Arizona. So all those things are contributing factors, and you have to try to weigh out what you can get and what you can't get, what you try to ask for under someone coming out to just volunteer. Some things like, reaching out to DGI, JI, to see if they can donate some of those type drones and things like that, so we can save those resources to remain here and keep the searches going and things like that. So it's a big budget. You have to keep, be mindful how you're utilizing people's money and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
And don't forget, this is Buckeye's fault, because he wouldn't have to do all this.
Exactly.
Being in GoFundMe, do this and asking
room and board at the most.
You think he won't ask for this? He doesn't want this.
She cutting out. She's right. She's right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You knew I need you for this one. Dr. Latina wants to know the incremental goals from when, and it wasn't me and John that started this fundraiser. This was spun off by John and you knew and the crew over there. I'm just helping. But anyway, What was the total when y'all started, you knew? Do you remember, or how much it's grown since you guys set it off? I believe that's what it is. I know you were keeping up in your...
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Damn it, it cuts out. Say it again, honey. I think it was about 199.
I wish I could help you on that because I can't remember myself.
She got it. It's
I really
okay.
have to get to look at it. So, I'm not sure.
They got it because they were keeping up with it during the live. I know by the end of the live, they had raised, what was it, $3,001, if I remember correctly. We'll get it for you, Doctor. If nothing else, it's in You News live from Valentine's Day, because that's when they really set it off. But when we can hear her again, I'm sure she can tell it. I believe it's about 100.
You guys just can't hear.
Say it again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So far, Monday, since we've made 1,000, that's it. And that's no.
We didn't get the number. It cut out.
6,070.
Since Monday, $6,000, correct? 6070.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is that what we needed, Doctor? Let me know if I understood the question. And then the Facebook fundraiser right now, I need to check and see if anything else happened. It was at 550. And that was from the lovely Doctora Latina. She set us off. You're fine. You're not up. Yeah, last time we were putting the totals up every time. You listen, can you take that? Listen us a breath of the increases. We've been doing it anyway, but can we make you the official person to update us on the GoFundMe total?
Say that one more.
I said, can we make you the official person to keep us updated on the GoFundMe total? I said, you've been doing it anyway.
By minute.
Can you type it in a private chat? Type the amount.
Yeah, you could type it in private chat and we can just say it out and keep them in the loop. Yes, Doctora. I know. Yeah, we like to celebrate those. Well, I mean, his goal was 200,000. He broke that this morning about 6 o'clock, and then they increased it to 225. You know, and I personally I would have went for 250. We're gonna get there anyway, but I understand perception, and some people just don't get it. So you're going to take the smaller increments so that people don't feel like you're trying to take advantage, which again, I think is asinine, but we know how people think.
Right, yes.
That 200K broke it to this morning, 10:32.
What time this morning?
10:30.
10:30.
So that would, for me, that would have been like 7. That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was early for me when I got a text saying, "Yeah, I had to get it over the 200,000." I'm like,
that,
"Oh."
I like the picture, Anna.
Yeah, that's cute. Yes, Dr. Latina, thank you for always supporting things. It's extremely generous to say the least. Thank you. It's so true. She's an angel. She's a sweetheart.
It was wonderful to see us break that 200,000 mark so quickly.
Yes.
I was anticipating, this weekend, and as soon as I turned around and checked it, I said, "Okay, this okay." The word is. It just tells us the word is getting out, and we're doing this in increments, just as we did in the marathon. Because when we talk about forensics, we're talking about a cost we don't have on the table as of yet, but we know it's going to cost some money
Several
to get.
grand.
Yeah, just that's just for warm-ups.
Yeah.
When we talk about forensics on Daniel's airbags for his Jeep Renegade, that right there, that item right there is going to cost some money because we're asking for biological DNA. Okay. When it comes to the clothes, we're not only asking for biological DNA, we're talking about chemical interaction from the airbags if Daniel was driving the car, and also to check for fibers on Daniel's clothes. There's a lot and the fabrics of clothes itself that has to be checked. So we know that's going to be a nice little penny, so to speak, or a nice little dollar. To have his phone and his computer electronic equipment checked forensically, that's going to cost a pretty penny. To have the Jeep fully and thoroughly inspected for fibers, DNA, both biological and non-biological. We need to find out if Daniel was alone or whether he was with someone, who else was in the car, who else touched the car. All of that is a process, and it will be done incrementally throughout the course of the campaign. And as we achieve our incremental goals, Mr. Robinson's going to always keep us updated as to what's going to basically be going first in terms of the airbags, in terms of the clothes, in terms of the electronics, because we know the car aspect is going to be a greater amount. So we're doing this in an incremental way, getting the answers as we proceed, as well as, getting the attention and the exposure that Daniel needs regarding his case going forward. So
That's right.
yeah.
It's chat.
Yeah. So
let me see. Started at $194, $955. Any of the mods want to grab any of this, at least the last one. But we started at $194, $955 to $201, $25. And the total amount raised since Monday so far, $6,070.
Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you.
We call that 65 because Doctora put another 500 already, 550 at that.
Awesome. Thank
Well,
you.
thank
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate you.
It's gonna come together.
Yeah.
We're not gonna stop. Either way, whatever we can do, we can do. We have our goals. We always say beggars can't be choosy. Ultimately, you take what you can get when you're asking for help, but he has to be realistic in his goals and really wanting to find his son. So we have to push. We just have to. I would do the exact same thing. I would stand on a corner and panhandle to find out what happened to my son. I would go to the strip club. I'm about to get personal with y'all.
Oh God.
I'm about to do something strange for a little change for my baby. Okay? I'm not lying to y'all though. For my son, I will go I can't think of what I won't do for my baby if he was missing. Seriously.
On stage, Miss Q.
Yeah, come caramel cute. We gonna get this money. That's all I know. That's what a good parent does, though, man. Seriously, the stripper thing might be far fetched, but you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ultimately, you do what you got to do within your capabilities. At the end of the day, you lay your head down. You want to feel like, and that's with my son being home. I still want to lay down and feel like at the end of the day, I did everything I could for him. So it's that times 100, 1,000 maybe for David. So we got to help him do what he can do, y'all. Seriously, keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the word. Y'all gonna hear a lot about this. It's not like summer where we're pushing 10 days, 24 hours a day. This is just ongoing to help somebody. So if you get a paycheck next week, drop it in there next week. He can still use the help. Tax time is coming. Don't think I don't know. A lot of y'all about to be balling for a minute out here. You got to say it like that because some people just going to be temporary balling. Before you go get a new car note, drop $20 in this family's GoFundMe. That's all I'm saying. We'll all be able to do it within a few weeks. His numbers should move in a little while. Every day a little bit, and then I think pretty dramatically once people get a little change in their hands. Because before you go splurging, just think about somebody else. And think about if it was you for real. What you want somebody to do.
Thank you, Anna.
And we had a question from Dr. Latina. Could you please ask Mr. David, what, if any, is Daniel's alma mater, the College of Charleston, doing to crowdfund for this cause?
Oh, thank you for the question. I haven't talked to any one from the College of Charleston. That's probably one thing I can look into. He, like you said, that's where he's graduated from, and I'm sure he's part also. He started a fraternity there, one of the founders. So that's one of the areas that I can look into, see what areas they could probably help also.
All they need to do, especially being an alma mater, anytime you have big organizations like that, all they need to do is share the link
That's right. Right.
amongst their people. Yeah, your GoFundMe link. They $5 a pop from all them little dudes, and they all seem to really care about him. We saw his friend Marcus.
Yes,
They
yes. Daniel's pretty popular down there in the College of Charleston. So yes, he's like I say, one of the founders. So he had a lot of friends all over that college there.
Yeah, they miss him. You could tell Marcus was barely, keeping it together, but they just want him home. I'm sure they'll do whatever they can to help, but that's all anybody needs to do is just share your link.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. If they have usually college campuses, you can go in and just post stuff like right on a board. They still do kind of old school, but I'm sure they have something virtual as well. But you could just post it right on the board, like a card, a flyer, any of that. I mean, yeah, they're a pretty big crew. Was he in a fraternity?
Yes, he's a founder of one. They asked me the name. I never did ask the name, but yeah, he's a founder of one of those.
David, he wasn't no key dog, was he?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Look, y'all heard that laugh. You already know. He don't strike me as a cute dog. He's too smooth and clean cut. Maybe a Kappa. My brother was a Kappa. They like to just look fresh and do well in school and stuff like that and get the ladies.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, that's a whole other crew. God, I need to go to that college. That's a good trip. Okay. Food for
It's a
thought.
wonderful college down there. Where I first went there for my daughters. My daughters also graduated from that college down there, and when they first went there, I looked at the college, and yeah, I said it's a good place. I was really reluctant to them going to school in in-state. I wanted them to go, out-state. Daniel also wanted to go, but his mother talked them all into staying. So but I want them to venture out, and Daniel was able to do that. So that's what I'm saying. His mind is like that. He agreed with me. He wanted to be away from the state, away from the bird nest, what I call it, and venture out on his own. So he was able to do that by coming here and get the job and put his roots down here. He loved it, and that's where he wanted to be.
That's awesome. I love it. Follow your dreams.
Yes.
I love you too, Francis. Yeah, I do. I want to go to that college. That would be awesome. Just go down there and just go crazy with flyers and stuff like that. And I don't know how do you just try to get them to sign up to GoFundMe on the spot or something. We got to think about that. Maybe a virtual fundraiser or something. I'll see.
Well, I do have some, with the, like I say, alumni. I often get emails. Of course, there's always be emails. I can reach out some of those folks there, try to get in touch with people, maybe get a group started down there. I can shoot them some flyers, shoot them by the bulk, have them pass it out down there, like I say, and just get the awareness going, and also the support. So it's a lot of ways that can happen pretty easily. So I'm glad you all brought that up, because that's one angle that can help also.
Very true. He got a whole team over there. We just brainstorm and powwow. That's how you do it.
That's how you do. Just, as long as you talk, things come up. For instance, I also reached out to some of my better buddies. You know what I'm talking about, Miss Q.
Yeah.
We get the better buddies on board from the military. They talking now, so amongst each other. I've seen a few started their support already. Hit me in inbox and things like that. So I miss my brothers and sisters, that went to war together, so they're reaching out, and maybe I can get them to come out to the searches. It'd be good chance to have a small reunion of, my brothers and sisters. So get them out there in the desert, do the search, and keep it going.
Exactly. What are you planning to do since you're not going to search for the weekend, are you shifting gears to do something different, or what you got to do?
Well, it's a couple of things I thought about, and I've talked to some people in my family already, and some few friends. The thing is, Mr. Short and I, we like I say, we get together to see how we can better search. We look for people who can give us some guidance. Like I say, this like we tell everybody, this is grassroots thing. And I reached out to, for instance, John Wash people a few times. I have my connects with certain people that I can't name. They told me to be quiet about it, but I was able to reach out to his producers and try to get close to him and put out that information. Hey, I don't. I'm looking for you to search for my son, but I need that kind of guidance. He had a son that was missing, maybe something I can improve on, that type thing. That helps us out first of all. So we're looking at things like that while we're waiting on the funding is right for us to continue the searches for or ways we can actually minimize things. Like, for instance, last weekend we probably save a lot of money by we couldn't do certain searches, parts of search that we normally do, but we was able to do line searches, which didn't require utilizing the razors and the vehicles that we needed to go in different parts of the desert. So we just stayed in one area of the desert, do a line search. That saved us a whole lot of money because those razors, you're spending about $5,000 a week trying to get that stuff going. So you spend a lot of money, doing that, and so we save money by not renting them out this week, not renting out the truck to pull or haul the vehicle, things like that. So we look at ways that we can streamline it, save money, and search. But later, when we get the funding up, we can go back to getting those areas that it's very hard to reach. Also, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Like I said earlier in the show, Mr. Short and his wife, they've been there since they started helping me out in the desert. They haven't missed a Saturday yet. They haven't missed the search yet. And I often tell them, if you two ever need to, take a little break, just let me know. I'm a resilient guy. If I'm gonna have a search, I'm gonna have it no matter what. Nothing's gonna stop.
Right.
I'll just be a one-man band if I have to, but we're gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that search happens. So but he's one of the guys that he sat there and stayed regardless. So this gave an opportunity this Saturday for him and his wife also to take a break. So I'm happy about that. This weekend also kind of give me a time to reflect and because you guys, I'm telling you now, well, this is very hard mentally. Like I say, when I say you got to be mentally tough and stay sharp, try to stay sharp. I really mean that. Some people in the background, they know what I'm talking about. There's been some hard days, and this Saturday, since it's been canceled, I'm also going to utilize that time to sit back, talk to God, have my time alone, and reflect. And then by Sunday, I should have a new plan, a new mission to a better search. So I'm anticipating that the funds will be there, and I'm anticipating that I can continue with the searches. So to be able to do that, I want to make sure I have a clear mind and things like that. So that's what I'm working on.
Good. I think that's an excellent plan for that time.
That's right. You have to stay healthy. I have people beat me up all the time because I don't sleep. I get an hour of sleep here, 2 hours sleep there, and I'm all constantly moving. That's why if you guys see me slurring that speech, just around this time of night,
You've been going.
So this is my time. I get online and start doing stuff online, trying to go through emails. Just whatever, things I have to take care of at night when things kind of settle down. So, that kind of drags me all the way to about 5 a.m. So, I'm saying, I need that break to, people get on me all the time, my family and people in the background that know me. They preach to me all the time. Hey, man, you need to take a break. But it's hard. It's hard to sit back and, every given moment and thinking that you just walk away from searching for your son. He's still out there. He needs me. So it's kind of hard to mentally say, hey, I need to take a break.
A break for what? Yeah, yeah. Right. But you do. It's true. Our eyes have to close. We have to eat. We have to drink. Otherwise, you ain't no good. You're gonna burn out.
I hear that a lot.
And it's the
You're a little
truth.
stubborn, but yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
But you look good. Like I tell you all the time, you look good. You wear it well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. To God be all the glory. Like I said, Mr. Boss there, a love for your son, saying you can do some incredible things. So I like that picture in the background, by the way. You do some incredible things and, just you can put your mind to it and you have to do it. So, and then you guys, like I said, the support and people saying little things, put the hearts up and the calls and the emails and things like that helps to keep you going.
Yeah, I bet. I can't imagine trying to do something like this, especially by yourself. Well, you're definitely not by yourself. We got your
I
back.
see that. I have people like yourself and that's working hard. That'll go unnoticed by me. You guys, spend the time putting content. I just started this morning trying to do the channel like I'm doing tomorrow morning, and I was like, man, I can imagine all the work that's been involved with you guys putting things together, the little intros and to taking pictures, especially Miss Q. Putting that thing, I was watching it all day, so while I was doing work, and you put it together and it's running. I'm like, oh my God, that must have taken some time to do that. So, things like that. So when you guys actually helping and pushing this funding, trying to get the funding, I mean, just everything, so it takes time. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is what it's just what is in our hearts to do, first of all. But I will point out, we worked so hard for another set of parents that to this day haven't even said hello to us. So we appreciate you appreciating
Mhm.
strangers that really give a damn about you.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I wouldn't even have a search. I came here, I didn't know anybody. My daughter and I, we drove around. We drove around Phoenix a lot. I kind of think about it. They gave us a chance to sit with each other because we didn't get to see each other face to face in a while. I'm in South Carolina. She's here in Phoenix with her brother. They both lived here. He is in Tempe. She's in Phoenix, and so that gave me opportunity to spend a lot of time with her. But we did a lot of when I got here on the ground, we were driving everywhere. Contact. We met the Red Cross, to the NAACP, to whoever, visiting folks during COVID time, trying to knock on their doors, see where we can get something going, some traction. I mean, we must have visited it seemed like every parking lot in Phoenix, almost hoping that we ran into my son's vehicle. Things like that. Just on the ground, starting off that way. And then once I got to my hotel, all this emailing, calling, texting, anything I can do, social media, start new accounts to just reach out to people. Anybody can help me get something going. So I was able to get some traction going and started my search, and it's been going on from there. But like I said, without the volunteers to you guys, people donating from all over the place, even the media, none of this would be possible. So
That's why we got to keep it going. It is a joint effort.
yes, have to be great, and I have to be grateful because a lot of families. I talk to them too. A lot of families come call me and text or whatever and tell me their stories. And it's sad. It's sad when they don't get some near the opportunity that has come for my family. So I can't help but be grateful for you guys to help out like that.
You made a lot of that happen, though. I mean, nobody wants to have to ask for help.
No,
Nobody, especially a man, especially a Black man, especially
right.
a veteran. Nobody, especially a parent. We don't
No,
want to feel like we can't just handle it, but
yeah.
come on, there's no way you could have been prepared for this.
No, and it
And
takes setting up your
all
pride too. So you're right.
they should do it, and they shouldn't feel bad about it. Ask for the help. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But if there's people out here that are in positions where they can help you and they want to, then you should let them. But they can't help you if they don't know. So you made sure they knew. That's why the GoFundMe is where it is, and that's why you've been able to be there as long as you have, because you put the word out for your son.
I have
And
to.
that's why we're all here with you, because you did this.
Well, I think for men, like you said, I know personally for me, it's always been hard to ask anybody for anything, But like I said, just like the picture there, Anna have, that's how you see your son. He's my
Yep.
boy, and
Yep.
you have to suck up a lot of that, and when you need something, you have to learn how to ask, So it's very difficult at the beginning, and also still hard, what I'm saying. But I look at my son, I have to be here for him. I have to make sure things happen. I mean, if it's like you said, if there's other ways to get that, go for that too. So, look at every avenue you can to be here. You have to be honest and do whatever you can and make
Yep.
sure you got to make sure things happen.
Just humble yourself. It is what it is.
That's
I
right.
was telling John earlier, I don't care what you think about me. I need $5 more. I'm trying to find my baby.
That's right.
Yes.
I would not care, honey. Raggedy clothes. I will be nappy head and some more stuff, but I'm just out here. I'm just
Yep.
out here because I don't know where else to be until my baby comes home. Like,
Yes.
whatever. I get it, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
easy. And I know it, David. I know it.
That's
But
right.
we'll ask with you. We'll ask for you. And I hope that makes it easier.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I can't give you a massage. I'm too far away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
I see
apologize
you
for
with the
that.
neck.
So we got a little sense there.
You need one of them Groupons now. You need somebody to come over there and knock them kinks out of your neck for the weekend or something.
Well, your first stop better be New York.
Right? Dude, don't mess with New York. I got deep tissue massage out there. It still hurt. Some people tried to kill me. I said, I am a little person. Please get out of my bones. But it was deep tissue and they don't play. They go deep. They use their elbows. They get right in there where you was just squeezing at. And they go between that muscle. Oh, she was killing.
What they call it, a sports massage, where they get deep tissue. Yeah, that's painful.
They called it deep tissue. I was like, this lady hates me. But they got to work them kinks out. That was New York, John, down in Soho.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I ended up with that overpriced gratuity. I think we spent
Miss
$1 million.
Camille said, yeah, Miss Camille had a question in the chat. Has David contacted Texas Equisearch? And we spoke about that yesterday. And yes, Equisearch has made contact with Mr. Robinson, and they were able to share some information, possible referral of some folks that are more equipped with what he's looking for in terms of the equipment, the cameras and drones and things of that nature. So that's a work in progress. They could be returning a call or feedback to Mr. Robinson pretty much at any given time now, knowing that he is still in need of this equipment. And it would be great if they were watching this live, took that phone call and get it an appointed day to go out there to consult with David in reference to the search sectors that they're currently working with right now, and so they can coordinate those efforts and get that mapped down on a game plan and get that done as soon as possible. So
201.35, you guys, $201,035. So that is an increase. Thank you, you knew.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You knew.
Sit in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, John, I'm trying to be nice, but so let me make sure I understand, because I know
this is Q Square. This is Q Square. You can let it go. You can, whatever it is. This is your channel.
Yeah, I heard.
This is your show. This is our show, but this is your show.
And I'm just tripping because I know you reached out to Equisearch. I piggybacked your email. I reached out. They reached back out to David. and that was a while ago. So what's the holdup? What I mean, did they say you were on a list, a waiting list, or maybe we'll get back to you, or because it doesn't seem, I don't see the urgency.
Well,
Let me just
do I need to answer that, or that's Q?
you, David, if you both of y'all, I don't get it.
I'll let Q take it for now.
Okay,
Well,
John,
as far as how they responded so far,
mm-hmm.
They haven't really sent me anything recent, to say that they were going to reach out to David or consult with him about anything as of yet. But they are on my list to recontact because it is slow in going, and I'm starting to see some names pop up in my eyes, start to put some fire under their tail in reference to their response. I like to give them plenty of rope.
What did they say? I forget.
Before I hang them.
What did they say, John? What did they say?
It was more like a referral. It was more like a referral.
That's so
I
weird.
think better yet, David can handle that question a little bit better than I can. Being that they reached out to him directly.
Because I'm feeling some bullshit. It's feeling like a little bullshit, Equisearch. I'm sorry. I said it, not David. I said it. David, how do you feel about the response you got? What do you think we need to do? Or do you think that they're going to come through based on their response?
Well, Equisearch, I did talk to, I believe his name is Dave Rader. And I was, one of the things, I guess what was explained to me is that the case here wouldn't meet their criteria. But they did, like Mr. Q said, offered up referral. So I followed up with that referral, and that was the I can't remember the name now, but the nonprofit that had to get the
chief.
Right, when I sent the letter out to the chief, to the searches, the Buckeye Police Department, I also alerted them about this group who needed a referral from them to also come out there. So, and I think they must have received that referral. I got a call from this group the day of the search that they weren't able to come because they had some little issues with their staffing, and so right now I think like Ms. Q said. We can do some follow up to see if they can come out in the future.
Okay, so Equisearch. So here's my thing. Well, what do you mean? Doesn't fit the criteria? He missing.
I really don't know. I don't know the way they handle things, but yes.
I do. They look for missing people. Maybe the desert is not their terrain or something.
It could be something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, but I thought they'd probably be doing more of things dealing with water or something like that.
Okay, thank you for that information. I mean, because we donate to these type of charities and things, so if we can't rely on them when we need them, we have to know this and consider this. That's all I'm saying. Jan wants to know.
They will be getting a follow up. They will be getting a follow up because it's long overdue. We're into a new year since they've been contacted, and so whether they were waiting for any kind of budgetary informations based on 2022, we don't know, but they're definitely worth a follow up based upon any referral information that they offered. David needs to be followed up, and be sure to get another email out to them and let them know that these are different times now, and we need them to respond with whatever referral they gave to you regarding the equipment, because the equipment is now needed the most. This is urgent.
Make it happen. Daniel's car was towed.
Let's go.
Right, David?
So was the vehicle towed from the scene of the location?
How did it get away from the crash scene? Jan wants to know.
Yes, the Buckeye Police Department. I was told that they told me that they had it towed over to their holding facility, their vehicle holding facility. That's well, like I say, after almost 24 hours, that's where it was located. When they alerted me that the vehicle was found, that's what the same location they took me to see the vehicle for the first time is in their holding facility. And like I said, yeah, I was told by a company. It should be right there in the police report. I believe the company that told
Easy
it.
towing. Yeah. Yep. Easy towing.
That's right.
T. Sophia,
And
thank you for your compliment.
to address the to address the comment that Miss Sophia just put in there. Yes, the email was directed both to Dave Rader and Tim Miller.
Right.
And Dave Rader was the one who responded.
That's correct.
Because I thought Tim was the one that was over Texas. It's probably why Dave responded. Oh, wait, wait, you knew it went backwards. Do this again, you knew. What's this? Look at the chat. Are we talking about the petition? Maybe that's the petition numbers.
Petition, yeah, I believe that's what that is, right?
111 petition signatures since Monday. We went from 105,850 to 105,961. Awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Y'all don't get to sign in these petitions. Share. Your family can sign. We should be able to get signatures if we can't even get dollars.
But you know that the signal's going to be going. That should be going as long as I get this forensics work done. Because all those things runs in conjunction with each other. The results that we get back from those results we get back from the forensic report and things like that will go together with the petition, along with everything that we found to a department that the Attorney General's office, for instance. So that all that work together. So more signatures we can get, the better. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be appreciating that.
Absolutely.
Keep signing it. I need it. The more I get, the better.
Yeah, we're gonna keep pushing that for sure. I mean, come on, it's a signature. Like, go into your favorite group and just be like, can all y'all sign this? Like I was telling John earlier, I don't mind asking my friends, sign this, share this.
If you have more than one email account, do it with each email account. So you can always
That's right.
sign it more than one. Just have to have different email accounts. That's it.
Yep. Everybody in the household ought to be signed up. We got to get this done. I mean, it's sad that you got to go to this extent that you really got to ask them to turn this into a criminal investigation when it's clearly criminal. I mean, come on. What are they missing? Blood? If there was some blood in the car, would that have made it suspicious?
Well, that's why the forensics work will be done, because we don't know if blood was in the vehicle or not. I'm sure they have specialized chemicals and things like that would determine that. So as it stands now, I don't take the word that somebody can look at some with a physical eye and say, I don't see any blood. So, it need to be tested to make sure there was no blood. So, I just don't take a person's 20/20 vision and say there was no blood because they have a badge on their chest or something. No, I don't believe that.
Can you hear me?
I understand that. Yeah, we can hear you. I just read your message too.
Yeah, this is gonna be the last time I'm gonna jump up here. This thing's getting on my last nerve. It keeps knocking me off. But anyway, they do have this. It's like a fluorescent light that shows blood. Even if somebody tries to take, like, wipe it off, because they did have the car for 26 days. So you just don't know what did what.
Who had the car for 26 days?
Somebody.
Had what car for 26 days? I'm not sure.
The Jeep.
She's talking about from the time he went missing to the time it showed up.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. I thought you said Buckeye had it for 26 days. Okay.
So we don't know who did what to what, because I feel like I said, I know we got to say allegedly, but foul play.
Yes.
But yes, I think that they could have easily tried to wipe it, and then they're like, oh yeah, we don't see no blood, but there is a fluorescent light that can see blood, even if somebody does it with bleach or whatever.
Yeah, they should have used that. They should have had luminol. They should have did all of that.
They're not trying to do nothing. That's all. They're just not doing anything.
That car should have been so dusty and full of all kinds of residue from testing stuff by the time David got it back.
That's right.
They didn't do anything. They never planned on it.
Yeah, and the way the airbags look, after what I saw what kind of damage airbags do, I can't believe that there was no blood anywhere. I'm sorry.
Exactly. You could break a tooth.
Nothing. I don't believe none of that.
I don't either. It's impossible. Anybody got out. There was an accident.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just don't think it was. When I first, y'all don't even understand, when I first saw this case and I was reading through that police report and I said, ignition cycle 46. I said, wait. I'm like, wait, what? Then I saw Jeff. I said, this man is all over it. Now, I know it didn't work out, but Jeff came out the gate slinging like, oh, no, this is bullshit. This man did not wreck his car in this ravine. This didn't happen. He called it. And I said, I'll be damned. And it just didn't look right. To everybody who's looked at it, your first thought is, this is not an accident.
And that's come from accident reconstructions. He's been doing that for many years. And, despite people use, I think, a certain certification that is useless in a sense, but costs money, just almost like being part of a club. They try to utilize anything to try to discredit his findings. And, so when I look at, being that he found all those things, not only did things with the reconstruction itself, but also found my son's sock, away from the vehicle location. All those things that we found from the testimony of the rancher, there's all kind of things we had together collectively and talked about it and decided we wanted to pass those things over to the Buckeye Police Department. We thought they would work with us. They thought that would be the avenue to say, hey, you know what, your theory is wrong. Right. He didn't just crash his car, crawl out a window, took his clothes off, and just walked off in the sunlight naked. We thought they would take that evidence that was found and utilize it, and we can work together to find out what happened to my son. But no, they did. Not only did they say they didn't have an investigation going, they stopped talking to my investigator, stopped talking to me as a family member. To this day, the only time I really hear from that department is when they tell me bad news. For instance, the FBI said they're not coming to this case because I'm doing as a father, you're doing such a great job out there. They don't need to come in. So that's ridiculous and ludicrous. But that's the type of things that I hear from that department when they want to speak to me, or they ask me for something. Hey, you think you can get us a copy of that bank statement or phone record and things? I'm about to say it in a bad way, but heck no. You get it yourself. Get a warrant. That's what your job is. Right. You want to sit there and get some document, and then Chief Paul come and put out there in a letter accusing me of holding back evidence when we have every week the volunteers will tell you we go find human remains to suspicious items out there, take pictures and go straight to Buckeye. So they get a lot of information out there from us. So until I decided to cut some of that stuff off, when I thought about it, I said, wait a minute, what the heck I'm doing? I don't work for the police. They work for me, So what I'm doing, they sitting back with their hands folded, sitting behind the desk and try to take credit for things that happened out there in the desert. I had to call Maricopa County when Buckeye took credit for the skull, for instance. I'm like, no, I saw that report. I called that county. I told them, hey, look, y'all need to fix that report because that's false. That's you falsifying documents. And I would have my attorney look in. They called me back, apologized, and changed it. So it's that kind of things like that. We don't work for the Buckeye Police Department. They work for us. So they need to be out there working harder than I am. I expect for them to do more. I expect them to talk to me as a family member, keep me in the loop, and let me know what's going on as much as possible. I understand if they had an investigation. I know some things when you have an investigation, like myself, I have an investigation, we don't share certain details or certain things out there. I know a lot, but we don't share those things. Measure if they won't be able to share certain things, but they can tell me what they're doing. Hey, we're investigating this. We, whatever the case may be, keep me in the loop. I'm the father, been here since June the 26th, and I should have some type of communication, something coming out of the department to say, hey, look, we work in your son's case. This is what we're doing, trying to do something, to try to reassure me of something, but they don't even do that. So that's a problem.
That is a problem, and it doesn't make any
That's
sense.
a major problem.
Sure.
That is a major problem, because it makes you think, well, if you can't share information about an investigation or a process that you are involved with as a public service figure, it is your job to do that particular thing. And it's also your job to report, and not to be able to do that says something loud to say, okay, so if you can't talk to me about something that involves a member of my family, then I must be talking to the wrong person, because your job is to enforce the law and report.
That's right.
Yeah.
Keep me in the loop. It's my family member.
Right.
I'm on a need to know basis.
Right. And another thing is for them to sit there and say something like, oh, you're doing such a great job. We don't need to do anything. Guess what? Put me on the time clock. Give me all the tools that I need, all the equipment I need, since you want to sit there and not do nothing but sit on your butt and put your hands under your legs.
Oh, yes.
Until they go numb.
That's right. Yeah, I added in that letter I sent to them, I have the manpower, dedicated volunteers that come out there, work hard. We worked out there in the 120-degree weather in the summer. And then in the wintertime, we go out there and freezing ourselves off until the sun come up in the winter so far. And, we have the manpower. If they say they low on manpower, they have the resources. I even suggest in the letter that we should be working together. Hey, bring your officers out there every week and bring those resources I need with those cameras to whatever. And you need some helping hand. I have the volunteers on my, with me. So they out there, citizens. We out there doing our job, doing things out there. They need to be doing their job. So work together hand in hand, but can't even get that from that department. They came to that one search. I invited them out. And this week there was ghost. You look at the page itself, please help find Daniel.com. The invitation is sitting on the front page to that department. They can always come out and be a part of the search. To this date, they only came out to 2 of my searches that I requested. So, and I've been doing searches for, I forgot how many weeks now. I lose track of that, but for going on 8 months now, 7 to 8 months now of searching. So you can put that math together and see out of those weeks how long we've been doing that.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. I don't get it.
Literally,
I don't understand
instead of
why.
more days, it'll be 8 months or 7 days.
That's right. It'll be 8 months, and that's sobering. It's getting close to a year. I have people start to remind me, that it's getting so close to a year mark. And that's very difficult. You'll never think, me or a family member, we hear from each other quite a bit. It could be 2 times a week, at least once a week. And like I said, me and Daniel, we talk for 2 hours. I can't tell you the length of time he talked with his mother. I'm sure it's at least an hour or 2. But we all talking to each other. So, just going, here it is almost 8 months without me hearing from my son. I'm just talking from a personal level. My other family members also feel the same way. It's difficult. It's very difficult. And, it's hurtful when you think about, a year coming up, I haven't heard my son's voice, I haven't seen him. It's the little things I tell people all the time, and it may sound crazy. I just miss him aggravating me sometimes with certain things. So, so you look for those type things that you miss about, the person. So it's difficult.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I've never had personally a bad interaction with the police, but I follow a lot of stories where, they didn't handle their business properly. But I've never thought about just a cop especially a whole force, really not caring. That's kind of hard to swallow. Like that's your exact job is to care. And especially being prior military, right? Like how are we
That's
gonna
right.
be out if we don't give a damn about the country? You
Right.
can't, it doesn't work. You shouldn't be allowed to wear the uniform if you
That's right.
don't
Sure
care about
shouldn't.
people.
That's
Sure
right.
shouldn't.
You know, we was taught that you need leave no man or woman behind. You
Here.
know, and you know, I said that on Twitter. It's true. Why? You know, saying why? You know, my son is being left behind by that department. You know, you can say all you want to. It's almost like the scripture says, you can honor me with your mouth, but your heart is far from me. You can say things with your mouth. You know, saying, "Oh, we care." Like I heard Chief Hall say on CNN, his father from the truth that that they care or not, and that they don't care.
You
So
can't
if
care.
you care, you'll be out here on the surface with me. So you can say what you want to with your mouth, but if your
Right.
actions are not showing it, not reflecting what you're saying with your mouth, um, I don't believe it. So
Yep.
one thing is, I'm in their jurisdiction out there with these volunteers. I would love to see them out there every week. You know, send the officers out there to help be a part of that search. You know,
Yeah.
so just waiting on
Right.
that.
It's the right thing to do. I mean, how many times do police departments have families coming out like, yeah, let's go. I got some people with me. I got the GoFundMe.
Right.
Can we work together? It's a beautiful thing.
Save
Why don't
them
they?
resources. They help them out. You know what I'm saying? Save them some dough. Get the apartment maybe stretched out on
Manpower?
staff or whatever. I have a
Mhm.
staff for you. Let's go.
Good night, Doctora Latina.
Good
She
night.
said, good night, Mr. David and chat family. I
Good
shall
night.
continue to pray for you, courage, my friend. She
Thank you.
also shared on her Facebook, just so you know, she shared that fundraiser around on her Facebook. She told me yesterday.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you coming out and everything you do. So God bless you.
For sure. Yeah, Doctora's a sweet heart.
Yeah, she's
She
awesome.
yeah. The
Mm-hmm.
drama from previously from the Summer Wells thing kind of got to her, but she came back out to support Daniel. We appreciate that for real, Doctora. Did you get your YouTube open? So are you reading comments tonight, David? It looks like you are.
Yeah, I finally
Okay.
figured it out. Just, one of the key things I found out is just simply put the other thing on mute. So
There it is.
yeah, you got to make sure you do that.
Yeah, because that echo is annoying.
Yes, yes.
Good. I'm glad you get to see the comments because you always get a lot of love in the chats.
Yeah, I try to go back and forth as much as I can.
Yeah, they like that. Well, we're gonna keep it pushing. I was telling John I'll probably just run the 8 hour the video I did today. I'll just probably do that once a week for sure. At least once a week and just let it circulate. Different eyes might catch it every time. It's going for 8 hours. Never know who's gonna pop online.
I
Just
know.
let it
I
rip.
It caught
try
my
to
eye.
put
I
you
was
live
running
on my live.
all day. Yeah.
I try to put you live on my live, but my internet acting a fool, so I have to shut
Oh,
it down.
how can I do it? If you want it, I guess I could send it straight to you, like email it or send anywhere the file.
The
But I'm
whole
gonna run
8
it again
hours?
anyway. I'm gonna run it again for sure. I was gonna do it tonight if I can get it exported up to YouTube to run it overnight for overseas. But if I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow night. But I'm gonna run it until we're done doing this because
Yeah, hopefully our internet will be back up. I'll be able to do that where I could run your video. But that internet went psycho today. I don't know what's going on with it.
today
It
too,
was
Yama.
not letting me be great for nothing. But I do have an upload that I'm going to be doing a premiere tomorrow. It's like 30 something minutes instead of like the 4 minutes I did today. I did pretty good getting people in there. So maybe I can
Good.
talk to them while I do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll keep sharing. I always share when I see you guys are doing anything about David, and I always share it over in my group and the groups I'm a part of that don't mind outside stuff on Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter,
Yeah.
everywhere, because you just don't know. You know, that anonymous donor
Mm-hmm.
could be anybody.
That's right.
Somebody that just has it and wants to help and says, "Oh, okay, I didn't know."
Mm-hmm.
So we just got to keep putting it out there. That's all we can do.
That's right.
Yeah, we just stretched to 201065 at this
Thank
present time.
201-065. 201-065. That is a $30 jump. I like
Yes,
it.
thank you. I like
Yes.
it too.
Oh, I can't get that out of the chat. Can we have a moderator grab that? Sean, I can't see your mods because I'm on StreamYard.
You made a comment, or?
It's a little porn bomb, you know, one of their little.
Yeah, and I can't do anything because I'm on my phone.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I got him.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, so where are we at now? And it is
201 and $65. $201,065.
awesome.
$30 jump. I love it. Let's go. Let's keep it going. And like I said, the replay will be there. People will be watching all of these lives over and over periodically throughout the week. And then we'll keep running. I'll be rerunning. Today I streamed to both of my channels and my Facebook. And I always stream to my Facebook. So because like I was saying to John, I mean, Facebook is a whole other, like really an untapped market, if you will. Because we spend so much time over here on YouTube, we forget about all those Facebookers that don't even do YouTube. So I thought it would be a good idea to put something over there that they could get in. But as that comes in, I'm just gonna put it right to the GoFundMe. So
Yeah, I share it like when I go live. I do YouTube,
mhm,
I do Twitter, and I do Facebook as my
perfect.
3
Yep.
different places. Yeah.
Yep, good. Yep, do it every time. And if
I
you're
wish
in
I could
any
put
Facebook
I
groups,
wish I could put my TikTok because I got over 10K people over there, but they just don't act right in the daytime. They want to be out at night.
oh,
That's where
okay.
everybody come out because you know that's what they mean when they say freaks come out at night. That's when they come out.
I've been trying to build up on TikTok a little more. Actually, it's growing pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to put more over there because the word is that the true crime sector of TikTok is pretty strong. And people like it. I don't know if it's because of the short clips or what, but and I just recently started dealing with Reddit.
Okay.
Again, you just never know where your people gonna be at.
Right. Right.
I'm looking for my people.
Yep. And then my Instagram has grown to almost 4K now. My almost at
Good.
4K. So that's
That's the
another
one I
thing
haven't
I
gotten that. That one was always so hip hoppy for me, but I've been trying to share more over there too.
yeah. Well, I used to do the nails thing on there, so they really gravitate real quick. So yeah.
Yeah, I bet. But that's cool. Those are all people who just might sign a petition.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go tomorrow and I'm gonna try to go live and try to get some of these people to start donating.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
We got you, David. David, what's your favorite color? Is it blue?
Well, it's more of a green. Would be my favorite. Wintertime black, believe it or not, but
Oh,
green. And most times, yes.
so you change favorite colors in the winter. That's a first.
Yes. Yes.
What kind of green? Like the pool table John got over there? Money green? Mint green?
That's pretty much. But a little darker, green. Yeah, it's like all sorts of greens. But if it's
Oh,
favorite out of greens, it'd be a little darker than that. But yes, that's
Army green. Are we talking army green?
Army green is really good.
of
Yes,
course.
that's
Of course.
yes, yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad I asked. Okay, good. But you wear a lot of blue.
Yes, I'm in Arizona, and when I pat come this way, Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
with that. So go along with it.
Good, because your hoodie should be there, I would say, within the next 2 weeks, okay? They're
Sounds
so slow sometimes, but I had to reorder.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's still gonna kick the post office ass, but that's another battle.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll worry about that too myself.
I told my son I was just gonna let him wear it because it's only a little bit, but I mean, you're not gonna get it like that, but I'll probably let him just keep it.
Yeah. That's
Well, we definitely we burning the midnight oil. I'm surprised John ain't start tapping his toe at us yet, saying, Mr. Robinson got to go now.
Oh yeah,
Y'all-
yes. I was going to mention that some things I had to get prepared for tomorrow, and also the live that I'll be doing early in the morning. And Miss Q, I'll be looking forward to being on your show also.
In the morning, right? You talking to
That's
me?
right.
Did you say Miss
That's
Q
right.
or I don't understand this Miss Q stuff. We have discussed
Hey, see, I
this.
don't get it right. I still don't get it right, no matter what you make.
You're in trouble now.
I know, right?
You're in
We have
trouble now.
I get it wrong every time. Somehow.
You can't change that. That's
I'm
military
like,
right there.
Q, Mr. Q, who you talking to? Just Q. Just Q.
Well, that's
Yes.
mannerism, Miss Q.
So get it straight this time. Let's get it right this time. So
Yes. So where you gonna be in the morning at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time?
I'll be on. Well, see, that's a sound like a trap right there.
Where am I gonna be?
I'm gonna be on your show. How about that?
I'll be on your show. Yeah, be on my show. Cute, just cute. Yeah, we're gonna go through
Right.
and like I said, I'll just play it. Thought I hit the. Sorry, I kicked myself out. I'll just play the report, and when something strikes you or the chat, and they say, "Hey, what's up with that?" or you say, "No, that ain't what they told me," or whatever the case, we'll pause it and highlight that so we can find the discrepancies in this report. And then, like I told you, if you want me to go through the other ones, we can do that too, and slowly match up what's been added or taken away. Because that's going to matter. Because why would you add something? What's the reason for that?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you take this away? Why isn't that still there? Like, what's? I think it'll shine some light on some things there too.
Right. Exactly.
But I know that you don't agree with that police report, and I want to make sure it's on record the things that you believe are not accurate.
That's right. Yeah, I can do it from everything I know. From actually being here. Actually, some things that involve what I said, for instance, or different things like that. So I can correct those. Yes.
Yeah, we want to do that so the people know.
Yes.
One of the first things I heard when John and I were in another. Actually, I was there and I told John about it. But the creator came into John Crimes' room, and he was talking about your case, and I was talking about your case, and he immediately started with, it was kind of open and shut. Oh, I got the police report. If you guys want it, I'll share it with you. There was a girl, it got weird. And I said, oh shit, he fell for the okie doke. You know what I mean? It's just one creator, but still, he saw the report. He read it just like they wanted him to, which was he got weird with Caitlin. They kept throwing that back in there. 2-3, they mentioned it for no reason. Like that statement he made to her, I'll either see you again or never see you again, is what they're using to tie together his disappearance.
Right. And that's purposely, in my opinion, purposely done. So.
And it's misleading as hell.
Right. Right. They don't have anything to do with my son's disappearance, distraction, things like that. So on that matter. Yes.
And they're taking Caitlin like she's she's the Bible. Her word is the Bible. We don't know if they met before that. We don't even know any of that. We're just going by what she's saying. Are you kidding me? We don't even know you.
They did. They took her word for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
The screenshots alone did it for me. When I saw that, I'm gonna tell you, I've been an administrative assistant my entire life. I've created forms from scratch. And Lord knows if I had to doctor something up, I could do it for you. I'll just put it that way. But I'm not into white collar crime. But I'm going to tell you, those text messages, they're not consistent. At some point, somebody went into another app and sent messages, is what I believe.
Right, right. Yes, and it's
And-
kind of evident, you know, just like you said from the timestamp area. So
Yeah, when that time and date went away, that just doesn't happen. Just screenshot your phone tonight. Whatever it does, if it has time, date, it'll be there for every single message. If
that's
it
right.
doesn't have that, it won't be there. So it shouldn't have changed. If they were the same screenshots from the same day, from the same phone, should have been the same format.
That's right.
And they
Hello,
overlooked that too.
Ben.
Right?
Hello, Ben.
It's
How are
simple.
you?
They just
That's right.
didn't want to see the reality, which is something ain't right.
That's right.
Because now
And
they
they
know,
thought
oh, we got
they could pass off. They thought they could pass off a report, 54 pages, and give it to David, and he would read the report. Oh well, I guess they did their job. So
right.
there's nothing more I can do.
Mhm.
That kind of push off
Right.
and allow him to believe that it's a wrap. There's nothing more we can do. We went out there when we were supposed to. It was
Right.
reported. We removed the car from the ravine. We took it to the compound, the police compound. Mr. Robinson came to pick it up. He signed off on it. So this, it was just like a pass off, just a
Right.
pass off kind of play, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
obviously, they didn't see us coming. Obviously, they don't think we can read. Obviously,
Right.
they don't think that we can look at something and say it doesn't look right.
No,
You
Exactly.
know,
no one thing too. The case, the fact that they didn't expect that, like you said, we'd be around this long. Looking at
hmm
this case, it went to end up becoming somewhat national. They didn't look at that because, see, long as that report sat there long enough, people like yourself, like you said, will come and tear it apart. Just look at it and see inconsistency and things like this. But it's sitting there in public view for a long time. So after a while, people gonna start looking at it and say, "Wait a minute, this don't sound right. That don't
Right.
match up." That type of things. And that's I think that's what's happening. Because, like you said, if I would have gone away a long time ago, went back to South Carolina, say, "Oh, like you said, oh, they did their job," then there's no questions. It wouldn't be sitting there long enough for people to analyze it like you are doing and actually see something wrong with it.
yeah,
Yeah, really wrong with it.
yeah.
You're
Oh,
right. Yeah, they
So
didn't expect that at all.
they didn't see us coming. They did
that's
not
right.
see
Mhm.
us coming.
That's
You
right.
know, and it's a good
But
thing
that's
too because it makes them nervous that you're still around. It makes them
mhm.
nervous to know that you're out there searching. It makes them nervous to say, what else is he going to find?
Mhm.
Especially if they know what's out there already.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
They
And
thought
Mhm.
he was
so
gonna
they're
just give up and run with his tail between his legs. That's what they thought,
Well,
but
you
that's
got
not
to
what
remember
happened.
yeah,
when they got the call from David, this was
Mhm.
this was a missing black man. Let's just get all the way real
Mhm.
for a second now.
Right.
Missing young black man in Arizona, and his black daddy's calling all the way from South Carolina to report it. They didn't think
Mhm.
your happy ass was coming to Arizona, David,
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
to
didn't.
begin with, right? It was
Little
like,
boy
oh,
told me they weren't gonna look. Oh yeah, I was coming. So
yeah, they didn't expect that one right there.
right.
Then when
Yeah.
you showed up, it was like, holy shit, we gotta investigate. That's
Mhm.
what I
right.
think was the first thing. They didn't think that he had any local family that was going to be boots on the ground, all
That's
up
right.
in their face, and they just kind of sweep it under the rug.
That's right.
Yes.
Another kid gone missing.
Mhm.
Welcome, Benzone, and thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you for subbing.
Hello, Benzone. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Ben,
This is
how's
just
it
my
going,
time.
girl? That's my girl there.
Well, I think I mean, John, I'll let you handle it, but I do believe that David wants to go to bed. And
No,
I know he can't go to bed.
I won't be
Look, I'm
going.
gonna do
Yes.
like it. Well,
That's
we gotta
okay.
wrap this up.
He can give me the thumbs up and say, okay, Mr. Q, and okay, Miss Q, Miss Unu, thank you very much. I'm out of here tonight, you know. So
Nah, that's yeah, but I'm definitely not going to bed. I have some things I have to take care of first, and hopefully I can get to bed at a certain time. But
eventually,
things before I do.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the same boat.
That's
I
right.
have
I
to
know
get
we
up
all.
at
Yes,
3:30
I know
or 3:20.
Yes. Yeah, I know y'all.
But I'll be at the live. I'll definitely be at the live no matter what. I'll be
That's
there.
right.
because that's in the morning. On what time zone are you on? You knew?
That'll be 12:30 my time.
Oh, okay. So in the
But
afternoon for you. Okay.
yeah, but he does that early live. I think you're gonna do early live
Oh, the
tomorrow as
one in
well.
his time.
Well, I'm gonna try to do it for 8 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
So it'll be 6 o'clock in the morning for myself.
Okay.
What time for you? 4? 3?
Over there?
What time for you, David?
Oh, 6 a.m. for me. East Coast it'll be
7
8.
here.
Right.
Okay, I gotta set me a reminder. Sometimes I'm up that early and been up for hours.
You're out behind Q, so it'll be. Did I get it right? It'll be 5 in the morning.
You did. You actually 5 in the morning. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh shit, that's a little early. Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah. I might push it up 1 hour, so I'll just go because I don't want to be too close to your show. So I'm trying to make sure I balance in there.
Well, you know, you want to do your thing every morning. So, and we want to do our thing once a week.
That's right.
It's the thing over on the Q&A on my channel. So you tell me what gets comfortable for you as far as what time you do your show, and we'll adjust and do ours, later if we have to.
No, the time that you have right now is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Do that in the morning time because you best believe afternoon I'm always in the street out there doing something towards what I'm doing here. So I use that time to really be getting around, moving around after 12 afternoon.
That's perfect. Yeah, me too. I get a little busy after 12 too.
Right.
That's perfect then. So we'll do 11:30 Q&A. That's your time. 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, y'all. Y'all see it posted.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
I already wrote it down.
Beautiful. And give David some time to interact.
Just in
Just
case
real
YouTube
quick,
decides to not give me my
just so that you can
notification.
see it.
What'd you say, John?
I think he's trying to pull up
I said I
what you
wanted
call
to
it,
show David real quick.
the GoFundMe. Oh no, that's
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yes.
It's yellow, right? You're speaking about.
There's Luya and Black.
Oh wow. Okay.
Let me tell you something. There's fingerprints all over this vehicle. There's no way.
Why they didn't was mentioned. My investigator didn't mention that, so I didn't realize that either.
Black and the yellow. It almost makes me think of like, the parking lots where you have the yellow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's sometimes at the gas station, 7-Eleven, the red pole. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
That's
To
what it
keep you
looks like.
from. But it would have been on the side. Like, how did
Right.
they scrape the side of his car? And what the hell is that, Buckeye? If this ain't foul play, red, black, and yellow paint transfer on a blue.
And nothing like that in the desert, so that's wrong, right?
No paint anywhere
Nothing
around.
down the ravine look like that, that color. So
We should get the case reopened as a. I don't get it. I'm so confused as to what they need. Seriously, was it blood that they're missing?
They need me to leave and go home. That's what they need.
I have a question before you go. With looking at the
Yeah,
picture, where is the damage? Is it like at the top or is it like towards the bumper? Because that's where those little clips are, is where the bumper is. Is that where it is?
I think it's more closer to the top.
I mean the fender. I meant to say fender.
Yeah, closer to the top area, not the bottom.
Okay.
How can they not offer?
Right.
I mean, if you're going to rule it out, then you should have an explanation for it.
Right. Oh, well, they didn't rule it in.
Right.
Matter of fact, they don't have it in their report. Buckeye didn't even notice it. My investigator brought it to their attention, so
How
they
did
didn't
they,
do a lot of
oh,
things, you know. So right.
that's because it was laying on the side though. So then they didn't stand it up to get the right all the pictures and inspect it, which
You
would
know,
be
it makes me wonder because the way they even care, you know, I'm sure they damaged a lot of evidence. Some of those dents could be from what they did with towing. So, you know, the reason why I say that because they bust the tires out, pulling that vehicle out of there. They didn't take a lot of care. You know, we don't know what that vehicle been through as they was towing it out of there. So, you know, got to look at that too. You got to take that into consideration also.
yeah. How much did
They
they?
didn't
I
look
mean,
as a criminal. They didn't look at it as anything. You know, it's collected things for safekeeping and dragged the vehicle out there, threw it on the truck, and took it to their place and threatened me to get out of their compound the next day. So you know that type deal.
easy.
Crazy.
For what?
Because they got things to hide, allegedly.
I mean, they must. Why else would you not say no? This don't look right. Aside from the fact that he disappeared, he gone, and then almost a month later, his vehicle shows up, crashed without him. How is that not strange? What they think he was gone for a month. He was a monk. He came
And then
back,
came
crashed.
back to the desert and crashed his vehicle. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
then
Right.
got naked and disappeared again. Are they
Right.
smoking crack out there, man? What's going on?
They're smoking something.
There's just no way that makes any logical sense to any. I'm not even a detective, and I'm looking at it like, nah, foul play.
Well, the way they justify themselves, try to justify themselves, they say, "Oh, we did a search, we did a extensive search when his son went missing with this Phoenix Firebird, and we did this so many miles of search or whatever, but we didn't come up with a vehicle. They never come up with anything. Like I tell people all the time, they don't come up with no construction cone. They don't come up with anything. Well, we didn't see the search. And then when people question them about it, because on a certain small distance away from the work site. Then they say, "Oh, the brush was so tall and it was hidden," you know, what I'm saying, from view. But you look at that, it's good. I'm glad you put that picture up. If you walk down there, the brush the highest brush comes to my chest. You know, so it's impossible. We take drones up there all the time, and we put things down to see what we can see, and it is impossible not to see that vehicle. The color it is, that area is open. It's a very much open area. There's nothing hidden or anything like that. So if you're coming from an area view, you will see that vehicle. You're coming from a ground view, it's a possibility of not seeing it until you get to the crest of the hill and looking down. So if you're really looking for something, you're always looking in the ravines. That's what we do. When we go out and search, we look in those ravines and look for the washes, look for things that wash down in those areas. And so if you're doing a proper search, they would have found that vehicle. Look at that. What brush you see covering that vehicle up? Nothing.
Right.
So you know that's poor. That is a poor excuse for something they just plainly didn't do. That's just a lie, in my opinion. Well, I'm gonna say a lie from what I know that they didn't do the search. I have no confidence, and I really believe once I get everything in order, it will come out and be revealed. Phoenix can't even vouch for them having that helicopter coming out looking for my son. I don't believe that one bit. I think they lied about it. And that will come out to the light too eventually. A lot of stuff will come out.
100%.
I agree. Because in reading that police report, I was trying to find it. Now I know that they said, let me see how they said it. The first time that the helicopter was requested, it was denied. And he told, I forget which officer, he told your family that he would look into it. The next time,
Cruz and Haley, right? Those two, right?
Yes. And the next time he mentioned it, it was like they went out and did the helicopter search. Right. It was just like a side note. It wasn't like a report of the day they went out with the helicopter. I was looking for that. Now they did a full-on report about the drone running out of batteries and stuff, but I don't think that helicopter search happened either. I
know it didn't happen. This is like I'm telling you. See, they put things that they want in that report just to make their theories stick.
Right.
I did my own interview of Ken at the well site. Like I told you, along with everything that he told me that you guys heard me say before, he also told me, I questioned him. He also told me he was out there, because I asked him how long he was out here in that at that well site. He said he was there every day since Daniel went missing, and he was out there that day when I was talking to him. I said, "Oh, so you was here when they did the search out here? They came out here and searched the well and had the helicopters." And he said, "Well, because I asked him, he said he was there all day." He said, "Yes." He's like, "Well, I didn't personally see them, but I heard they were supposed to be doing that, but I didn't personally see anything or heard any helicopter." So this man was sitting at the well site the entire day. And he's saying that he didn't hear or see the officers at the well that he was actually sitting at with a helicopter. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. So that's what I'm saying. And to verify that, we had the Lieutenant Angel that came out on live for Grizzly True Crimes, saying they didn't come out there to that well site. He had a marking in his phone say, "Hey, we searched the well site where your son was located." He had the location of that well site they did that photo op at, which is on a few hundred feet from the crash site. I said, "God, this is not the well site. The well site you're showing me is the crash, near the crash site. They have supposedly didn't have no reference to my son disappearance." And I took him up there to the well site. He said it on live that they didn't have been to that well site. They haven't searched that well site. And if they did, that one there, why they agreed to bring a cadaver dog out at that point with me, which I did take some pictures of that cadaver dogs. I still have questions. I'm still waiting on this certification paper they claim they're going to give to me to say that this dog was really a cadaver dog, because if when I put those pictures up of this dog online, you guys will look at the dog and say, "Who pet is that? You know, what kind of cadaver dog is that with fluffy white, looking like something that a house dog or something? You know, that's a cadaver dog, you know, but that's saying it was, but I need to see the word." So, you know, that type of deal. So, you know, I have questions about it. I try to be really nice and don't constantly coming out criticizing the department for every little thing. So that's why you guys hear me got kind of quiet and say, "Oh yeah, I'm grateful they came out," and deal like that. But you know, it's been done poorly. So again, I had to go out there and get these resources. I mean, people just don't understand. Well, I think people do understand. I had to keep getting these resources to do the job properly. I had to go behind the police. That's amazing. To try to do a job that should have been done correctly in the first place.
Mm-hmm. You have every right to feel that way, because I mean, if they skipped over skulls and socks and, you know what I mean, everything else they skipped over, paint transfer, how can you believe that there was a proper investigation done? No wonder you feel like you got to do it all over from scratch.
You know, you got to think about that picture Mr. Q just showed, that aerial shot. I always think, I have a drone now. I've learned how to fly those drones and stuff like that. Now I'm grateful to have included a drone into the search out there. I went ahead and decided to purchase one, Mavic 3, something that can work really well, get some footages. And then, but I'm saying, if that's the area search, but when they take a drone that high in the air, they purposely doing that to make it appear that they can. A person would say, "Well, I can see how they probably would have missed that." No, they told me they didn't fly by a certain with a helicopter. They didn't fly by a certain altitude. They took that drone high as they can to make that image of that vehicle even smaller. If you think about that, because see, nobody flies their drone up that high when they're looking for something. We don't. When we're looking for things, we're bringing it closer than that too, because we're looking, you know, and we go back on that footage and we can zoom in. You don't do that, take a drone that high and make something look that small. You know what I'm saying? That way you can say a person be like, "Well, you know, they're flying that high in the air and they probably missed something." Who does that if you're looking? No,
they're supposed to know better.
So low that I can hold my hand up and touch the bottom of the helicopter. That's not what that looked like. Matter of fact, they didn't use the helicopter. That's why there's no, when they say they had helicopters out there, where's the helicopter footage? All that is drone. They gave me those pictures, same picture you guys looking at. Detective Biffin gave me the files, and it's marked drone footage. You know what I'm saying? It's marked. You know, they even had it marked themselves drone footage. They don't have any helicopter footage. That's why you won't see it on their website to wherever, because they don't have any. The rancher said there was no helicopter out there, so you know it was none. You know, and I have some questions about too, but you know they were not there with no helicopter.
And if it was, they should be able to give you their chain of custody that shows that, because that report definitely
and I'm asking for all that. Go get the freedom information, get all the stuff. So it's coming up.
Because they lying about some stuff. I said maybe once everybody listens to it with me, somebody can help me, because I still don't recall helicopter, except for it being declined, and then him saying he's going to look further into it. And then later on, he brought it back up. He said they talked to Daniel's auntie, and then it was decided that the helicopter would be approved. They didn't say.
So you saw that in the report? You saw them say they talked to my auntie in their report?
Yeah, they talked to it. They said they talked. I thought Daniel's auntie.
I'll tell you something. Think about this now. That was never in the report I have. I just have a report sitting right here next to me. That's not even in the report, even speaking to my auntie. That's something I was telling people out in the media. So I guess they listen to what I say in the media and they add that to the report. Yeah, I'm thinking of, I'm being honest with you, because that wasn't in the report. That wasn't in the first report. That was in the second report. I can't remember being the third report up. So you guys telling me now they're going back, putting things to say, you know, a reason why they try to make it sound. I'm telling you, you put all those together, then you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Allegedly, she's the reason they did get
to see the difference. You'll be able to see the difference, and that's going to be evidence that can and will be used against them if this has to go to a court of law.
It will. You know? It will. That's why I'm glad they was dumb enough to give me those reports in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't it interesting that of all the reports, this one is the one that they gave to News Nation as well? Because that's what News Nation read and said, you know, Buckeye released they didn't give him a statement, but they released the report to them, and that's when they highlighted Caitlin.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right. They put it in yellow, right? Because they told me personally, the report they get, Buckeye actually highlighted Caitlin's story, because they wanted to. At the time when they told me that, I felt like they was trying to tarnish my son's reputation. There's a character assassination, you know, that kind of character assassination, making him look like he was mentally unstable. Some woman that he didn't know he was in love with, and you know, just try to change that narrative to make my son a villain and somehow make her a victim or something, you know, that type deal. My son is missing, this woman is not, you know, so my son is the victim all day, every day, even for going on 8 months now. So no, they cannot do. They're not gonna play that game on my watch. Yeah,
that's right. Period.
Yeah, and to have allowed Caitlin to be the one to transfer those text messages over to the police department rather than them collect it physically and officially, because that interferes with the chain of custody.
That's crazy, because don't they normally take your phone when you have some kind of evidence like that?
That's what I'm saying, right.
That's the thing, though. It's not a criminal investigation. So by law, they take anything from her because it's not a criminal investigation. She's not in trouble. So all they could do is ask her to give it to them or get a warrant.
Right. Yes.
That's why we need it to be criminal, so they can just take it.
But anybody can, like, they redact the police report. They can do the same thing with the phone. Like,
I promise you right now, I can create those same text messages that she. I damn near know what app she used. I'm telling you, they did that with a calling app, something like Text Now. That second part, for sure.
Yeah, and they also have this.
What day, what
they have
time?
An app.
No idea.
Yeah, they have an app that you could actually put somebody else's phone number, an actual phone number, and make it like you're using that phone number to call that number back and forth to prank people. So that could be possible that she used that. You know, who knows?
I'm gonna try to make some time to actually do. I'm gonna show you guys how easy that is.
Oh, it's very easy.
And I'd like to know how long it was between the time he asked for those screenshots and the time he got them. You know, because if you just tell me right now, hey Q, screenshot me what you said to David this morning. Click, click, done, because it's ready to go. But if I got a doc, it's gonna take me a minute to get that ready before I send it over. So I would like to know if she sent that
I
immediately.
could probably give you that answer because, you know, like I told you, I record everything. I help every correspondent I have with those police officers. All I have to do is look at the time when they told me they interviewed her. When they say, hey, I talked to the young lady that saw your son, this young lady. They did tell me that. And then from the time they told me later, which I'll be honest with you, the way he put that when he talked to me at the time, tried to make my son seem criminal. He even told me to a point that he told the lady that if my son came back, they called him like as if they was gonna come arrest my son somehow.
Wow. That shouldn't even been a topic of fucking discussion.
Right. So they're telling me things like that. And I'll be honest with you, at the time he was saying that, I did get a little uptight in my mind. I didn't say anything, but got really uptight. Like, okay, my son, first of all, he's now have a character like that. But you know, I didn't know what the bottom line was going on. And he made it talking to me as if he telling me something about my son, that he's this guy that's somehow, I guess, stalking her or something.
Stalking his woman,
he
yeah.
come back, you know, called them. He said, I told her to call me and we'll handle that or something out of it, or whatever case he put it.
What he did, well, what he put in the report, David, was that I can't remember verbatim, but he gave him the information. He gave Caitlin the information that you would need to report harassment or stalking. That's what he did. Before he left, checking on this missing person, he said, oh, and by the way, if you want to report him for stalking you, this is the number you need to get that going.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So basically, so they're saying that they want to charge a monk, supposedly.
They're on board.
Right?
They're on board. Yeah. This missing person. We're going to believe this lady. It's crazy.
But I know that. But I know that you guys are going to pick up on this tomorrow in the morning.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I'm going to officially step in now.
I told you.
We're gonna wrap it up because y'all ladies will keep going, and I'm gonna fall out.
I tried, John. You know me. I got 3 good hours left for me.
No, but it's good to see. It's good to see this kind of investigative interaction where we are the ones reading the reports. We're looking at the photographs. We pretty much can touch these people with our fingertips, you know, at this point. And, you know, it's good to know that what we have been able to collect can be used, David can use as actionable information based on this case right now. So, you know, with the wonderful work of T. Sophia, the wonderful work of Unu, the extraordinary work that Ms. Q has put into this, and the excellent work that Randy, Renegade Randy, and the research that we've done together.
And the
we're putting all the dots, we're connecting all the dots on this, you know, and we're gonna make sure that this is locked up tight.
That's right.
So, yeah. So with that said, we're gonna close this live session. I want to thank you, Mr. Robinson, for joining us once again, giving us an update. We're happy to be of service to you because you are of service to us in serving in the United States military. Now you are a veteran, and we are most grateful for your service to this country, and this country needs to return that back to you by helping you to find Daniel.
Yes.
Straight up and down. Yes. And y'all make sure to come in the morning if you're up, 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we will have more time with David. He's going to do some Q&A.
That's right.
And so I see you guys do have questions in the chat. Hold on to those, bring them over, because this is how we brainstorm and help him think of things he might not have thought about, or, you know, he can tell us what else we can do to help. So we'll see y'all in the morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Much love.
Please share.
Thank you for your patience, everyone, with my Wi-Fi going crazy. I appreciate that.
Yes.
You made
So
it.
much love to everyone who's joined us for tonight's special live with Mr. David Robinson. And we will see you very soon. We're coming right back. Don't forget, Miss Q has got a live special with Mr. Robinson tomorrow in the morning. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure the bell is on. Make sure you stay with this case. We are transforming a lot of this case in the right direction, making sure that justice is served and the people that are involved are held accountable once we do find Daniel. So
and if you guys are up in the morning, David is going to be going live from his channel.
Yes.
Around 5 or 6. Just turn on your notification bells. He's going to be trying to do this every morning, real quick, just to give you guys a little refresher before he starts his day. So turn on your bells so you'll know and you can keep up with him and what's going on with Daniel every day.
Yes.
Thank you, David.
And
Good job.
everyone,
Thank you all for having me on.
You're welcome.
Before we go, I just wanted to say truth comes to light, not just sometimes, but all the time. Just remember that.
Right. I believe that too.
Amen.
In Jesus'
And with
name.
that
Let me
said,
throw that in there.
yes. And with that said,
Good night,
everyone,
y'all.
stay blessed
Good night.
and be well
Good night.
with God's speed.
Yes.
We'll see you next
Good
time
night.
on Q Squared.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah.